What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Stephen D, and this is Spread Kindness Fridays on Clock Blockers right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network.
The whole city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been trained to go. Fence for life, we throw the phone.
What is up?
Singing this just to welcome bro.
Two a time. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Stephen D, and we have a late start today. That's okay. We're here. We're live right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. Clock Blockers, home of the #1 Miami fan morning show. I am your host, Stephen D. Super excited to be hanging out with y'all today. We got a great show lined up for you. Let me go ahead and do the rundown real quick, and we will get this show started and get ready to talk some Dolphins, Lions preview. Okay? I got a good co-host today. I'm super excited about hanging out with him. We're going to have a great show. It's going to be a lot of fun. So let me go ahead and do the rundown. Let me get the rundown, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Stephen D. You can follow me on social media at Stephen D. SKPL. Spread kindness, positivity, and love. As you all know, today is Spread Kindness Friday. Spread kindness. It's contagious. Okay? We're all about kindness on here today. It's going to be awesome. Yes, Omar, I see the time. I know it's late. It's okay. I'm here. Isn't that what y'all want? Y'all want me here? Look, my wife left for the weekend. I spent a little bit of extra time with her this morning. I was doing the husband thing, okay? She's traveling. She's gone for the weekend. I got the kids. The kids come back after school. I got the kids all weekend. It's the first time I have been home on a weekend in 9 weeks. The last 8 weekends I've been traveling. I'm home. I'm here. I'm excited about sleeping in my own bed on a Saturday night because it hasn't happened in 2 months. I'm excited about it, okay? Now, you leave me alone. Don't judge me, Omar, okay? I feel judged right now. Yes, I see the time. I know what time it is. It's time for the best morning show in the world. It's still morning time. I'm here. I'm excited about it. Don't judge me. You're not going to judge me today, Omar. Okay. Anyways, hey, look, hit the like button. I'm serious. Hit the like button on your way in, okay? Hit it, tap it, whatever you got to do to it, and subscribe to the channel. We are less than 400 subscribers away from 10,000 subscribers. We're less than 400 subscribers away from 10,000 subscribers, okay? I need your help to get there. I'm putting this in only subscriber mode. It means the only way you can chat is be a subscriber of the channel. Okay? Also, hey, look, you want to sign up and become a member of the channel today? Can I get 2 new members to the channel? I would love to sign up 2 new members to the channel. I'm serious. Well, how do you do that, Steven? Well, I'm about to put the link in the chat, and y'all can go ahead, and y'all can do that there. Okay? Right there. Sign up. Let's get 2 new members to the channel. Yeah, Omar, you're going to tell me what time it is. Omar, sign back up and become a member. There's 3 different tiers. You can become one of the 3, DWA for life, DWA loyalty. Come back to the family. Okay? Sign back up. Come on. I want you here. I miss you, Omar. Part of the family. Raul, Bob Young. I miss you, Bob Young. Sign back up, become part of the family. Who else? Rashad, you sign back up and become part of the family. Who else am I missing? Okay, that's all that's there is so far this morning. Okay, make sure y'all do that. Also, hey, look, if you want to help the channel grow by donating, I want to have the biggest donation day today. You know how I do that? With your help. Want to have the biggest donation day today? I want to. And I want y'all to know, I want y'all to support the channel. And guess what? We're giving back. Every $20 you donate today, just like you have all week, you will be signed up and entered in to win a Javon Holland autographed jersey courtesy of ZSM Sports. Every $20 you donate to the channel today, we are going to do the giveaway on after Monday's show. So Come on. It's Spread Kindness Friday. Let's kill it. Let's do it. Let's be awesome with it. Good morning, Stephen, in the best community in the sports world. Let's get this win in Spread Kindness Friday. Let's go. I like it. That's what I'm talking about. Donate to the channel, okay? I don't care if it's $1, okay? All right, look, here it is. As my mouse doesn't want to work. I hate when the battery goes out in your mouse. It doesn't ever want to work. Oh, there we go. I just had to slam it down on the table. Okay, here we go. Hello. You guys can use $MSM Podcast Network. You can use the QR code that's right on your screen there on Cash App, or you can use PayPal, which is also MSM Podcast Network, or use the QR code right on your screen. Want to give a big shout out to our sponsors of the show. Just like I said, if you donate $20 or more to the channel, you will get accessed and entered to win a jersey, a Javon Holland jersey, courtesy of ZSM Sports. Shout out to Zachary at ZSM. Speaking of ZSM, you should go follow ZSM Sports on social media. On Facebook, they're /ZSM-Sports. On Instagram, they're at SportsZSM. And on Twitter, they're at ZSM_sports. Cards, jerseys, balls, and hard-to-find items. Zachary over at ZSM Sports has the place to get all your stuff. And you already know that. I feel like a WWE. Look here, tonight at the arena, I'm going to lay the smackdown, and you need ZSM Sports, and you need to get that right here, brother. Sorry. I do have a lot of energy this morning. I don't know where it came from because I totally did not have it an hour ago. But I have it now. I don't know where it went. It's Spread Kindness Friday. Sometimes I just get hit with the positivity bug. A little Hangry Owls. That's right, brother. Hangry Owls. 305-279-5332. Give them a call. Let them know that you're coming. It's Spread Kindness Friday. That means if you use the code word SKPL, Spread Kindness, Positivity, and Love, SKPL, you get $6 off your subs today at Hangry Owls. Just by using the code word SKPL. Why not? It's awesome. They got great subs, great desserts. They got great everything. It's going to be awesome. A little Vesa Sorter. Hey, you want the best beer in the world? Born and raised a beer created for the fans, by the fans. The official beer of Clock Blockers, Vesa Sorter. A little Vesa Sorter. Make sure you give them a call at Vesa Sorter. They're pretty awesome. It's good stuff. You want some? Make sure you go to any Publix in South Florida and get it. I like it. Hey, greatplacetosit.com. You need tickets for this weekend's game? That's right. This weekend's game? I'm talking about a greatplacetosit.com. A greatplacetosit.com is the #1 place to get tickets to any event in the world. That's right. I said the world. You need a ticket to a game, a concert, or any music event, or any event, period. Go to a greatplacetosit.com. Give them a call at 954-989-7979 and use the code word DWA and get 5% off on your tickets. A greatplacetosit.com is great. You want to know why? Because they have no ticket or service fees. The price you see is the price you get. And if you use the code word DWA, you'll get an additional 5% off just by calling them and using the code word DWA. So greatplacetosit.com. We love them there. Make sure you give them a call. It's good stuff. And last but not least, the best tailgate around. Any tailgate you want to go to anywhere, download the app. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything to download the free Tail Greeter app. You can use it on your current Apple or Android device today. Team Android, let's go. Okay, make sure y'all do that. Download the app and follow Tail Greeter on social media at TAILGREETER. All right, it's Spread Kindness Friday. Dolphins, Lions, Miami, at Detroit preview. Let's go. Super excited about it. Make sure y'all donate. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Remember, every $20 donation, you will get entered to win a Javon Holland autographed jersey. You will get an entry into it every $20 you donate to the channel. So donate to the channel. Okay? Help the channel grow. And make sure you hit that like button. And make sure you're subscribing. And make sure you're sharing the link to subscribe with your brother, your sister, your mother, your auntie, your granddaddy, your cousins, your best friend over at the pickle store. I don't know what a pickle store is. I just said pickle store. Look, I'm just saying, spread it everywhere. Okay? Let it go everywhere. Make sure you do it. Okay. Now, without further ado, let me bring on my co-host for the day. My brother from another mother. I love him. He's a good guy. He's a great guy. He's much more handsome than I am. I'm talking about Mr. Jason Sarney, ladies and gentlemen. Jason Sarney!
How are you, my dude? I got to tell you, thank you for the introduction, but your Hogan impersonation, top notch.
Here, brother.
Can't even try.
Yeah. Cap for Life with his first $20 donation. Yeah, let's go. We want to have the biggest donation day of the world today. Team Android, let's go. Chang Gang, Chang Gang.
I'll tell you what. You know, the last time we did one of these, we had a really good really good effort. And I think I'm going to throw some things in the mix here. You mentioned the Javon Holland jersey. I'll put together a nice suite of Javon Holland cards for anyone that hits. What do you want to do? $20? Any $20 or above level? I got a lot of cards here that I'll surprise throughout a lot of cards that we'll throw into the mix. We'll do one of those wheel raffle things. A couple of autographed Dolphin cards. Right. Yeah.
So you're saying anybody who donates $20 or more today on today's
Cap for Life is in. Cap for Life is automatically in. And we can do the increment. So if it's 40, he'll get 2 drawings. If it's 100, he'll get 5 drawings. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'll show the cards throughout the show.
Not only will you get entered to into Monday's drawing to the Javon Holland autograph jersey, if you do today, you're gonna get you got some really cool cards, amazing cards.
Yep, awesome. We'll show them throughout. Little tease aspect.
Okay, I like it. I'm with it. I like it. Flipside Fishing, I got you, man. All right, let's go.
See, one of mine is the flip side. One of mine for the last because I sent them out.
He's ZSM, but that's a whole
making sure.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's talk before we get into Detroit. You're a basketball fan, right?
Yeah.
So last night I watched Miami Heat, Golden State, stayed up late, watched that whole thing. Let me just say how frustrating it is to watch the Golden State Warriors in general. Okay. They're the best. I understand that they are. You cannot stop Steph Curry's three from anywhere. It was so frustrating last night. We would get up there. I don't know. Ooh, Stephen D. SKPL suggested member perk. I like this. Use it or lose it. 1 day ban immunity per month. Ooh, that's not a bad idea, Cruz. I might have to think that. I might, Cruz. I don't know, but that idea right there is worth at least an entry into the car giveaway today because that's pretty dope.
I'll put him in.
Cruz Ruiz gets a free entry into the
Cruz is in
because that's that right there. That's pretty good. I might have to add that as a perk.
Everyone's going to be firing ideas now.
Class. Corey says, I'm not donating because I paid Cameron a month ago for the Cheetah Penguin shirt and still haven't gotten it. Corey, I will get on Cameron. I will yell at him. I will get all over him, Corey. Don't you worry. Matter of fact, I'm gonna text him. I'm gonna text him why I'm doing the show. Why have you not gotten Corey his shirt? I'm gonna do it right now, Corey. Doing it right now. Bam. All right. See, I got on top of it, Corey. I got on top of it for you. I'm gonna get you. All right. Yeah. So, anyways, back to what we were talking about. I'm watching the game last night. Miami played great. They didn't play bad. Every time they would get to, they even went up a couple of times in the fourth quarter, 2 or 3 points. But man, the moment that happens, Steph comes into the game, boom, 3-pointer. Boom. And the 3-pointers are from half court. It was so frustrating. And I'm thinking to myself, there's no way with these guys healthy. I don't know if there's a team that beats Golden State in 7 games because Steph can literally turn it on whenever he wants. And when he's not on, Klay Thompson can shoot a 3 from anywhere he wants. And in today's NBA, I don't know if there's anybody out there that can shoot 3s the way Golden State can. Am I right or wrong?
You're dead on. I mean, he almost like revolutionized the game for better or for worse. To see these young kids, no one's trying to dunk anymore. People are trying to shoot like, well, I'm not going to say that. People try to dunk, but every kid, regardless of height, can try to be Steph Curry and shoot from all over the place. He's kind of taken the height out of it. He's taken the 80s and 90s kind of slugfest basketball kind of out of it, but it's like gorgeous to watch him play. It's almost. He's a unicorn. It's remarkable what he could do. It's remarkable.
One of the things that I find very interesting is looking at the NBA as a whole. Everybody wants to shoot the 3s now. And with the exception of Golden State, there's nobody. You go back last night, the Miami Heat get close to like 3 or 4 points 3 or 4 times. And then they'll kick the ball out for 3 straight 3s when all you got to do is go to the hole. Anytime Miami Heat went to the hole last night, for the most part, it went in. Anytime they went to the hole. But they would keep kicking it out for these 3s, and there's no reason for it. And it bothers. And I watch a lot of Lakers games too because I'm a big LeBron fan, as a lot of people know who watch the show. And they're the worst 3-pointing team I've ever seen in the history of teams. But like, I don't understand why the NBA period. My wife's a big Celtics fan, so we watch a lot of Celtics games too. I don't understand why the NBA period wants to shoot 3s. It just makes me go crazy that if they just went to the hole instead of shooting 3s, I think more teams would win ball games. I do 100% believe that.
You're not wrong. I mean, remember, this is a game that started off without the 3. That was added in the 70s, late 70s, So I don't know. I mean, people love the 3 these days like it's the long ball, like it's the home run pass, for football. So
pass
what
kick.
can you do? Yeah, what can you do? I mean, when you have the Lakers shoot 20%, it's disgusting.
I think they were like 9 for 81.
To start the first couple games?
3 games, dude. The first 2 games. Man, it's unreal. And so it was just frustrating last night because I knew Miami had a good enough team to beat them. The other thing, and I don't know how you feel about this too, from an NBA standpoint, is when the playoffs come, I love the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
I love watching playoff basketball, NBA playoff basketball. But I noticed that there's not a lot of fouls in NBA playoff basketball, but the fouls that do get called are on a microscope. So they get, talked about the next day on any radio show or podcast or whatever.
True.
But my theory is, in talking with my wife last night while we're watching the game, I said, I have a theory that happens. There's off-season talk about more fouls should be called or certain fouls should be called. Last night during the Golden State Miami game, there were like 4 3-second violations. There was a time in the fourth quarter where Kyle Lowry got hit with 2 fouls. He had 2 fouls on him, and just like that, he was at 4 fouls. And they were back to back, and they were like crap fouls. And I'm just like, dude, I'm convinced that the NBA just calls fouls at the beginning of the season to say that they've changed. And then as the season goes on, they teeter away from calling that many fouls. Do you believe, like, is there something there to that?
The reason why I'm like kind of smirking and like I can't like go deep. My first job out of college, I worked for NBA Entertainment. So I basically was watching. It was a great gig. I was watching basketball. I was watching the late night games. I was going into work at like 5, 6 p.m. Watching the games, doing the reporting of the games. I reported on what everyone was saying on the sports centers, pardon the interruptions, on every aspect of the NBA. Yep. So I've done a lot of coverage on what other people think of the NBA. So I've kind of having that internal aspect to it. I don't like criticizing what many people speculate that I kind of think I want to agree with. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, I don't disagree with you, but I'm pleading a little bit of the fifth
My
here.
theory's
I'm
not
pleading
far
the
off.
fifth.
Say my theory's not far off. That's all I
Your
want
theory
to
is
say.
not far off because
Okay.
there's a lot of aspects that go on in a regular season that's a long regular season. And if you really want to think about it, the playoffs are its own long
Thing.
2-3 month
Yeah.
season.
Yeah,
It's so long.
it's a totally different season. That's why, unless you're a diehard NBA fan, which I think that I am now. It's so funny. There'll be a few years that I am and a few years that I go on and off with the NBA. But right now I'm like in this kick of I love NBA. Like I'll watch any NBA game because I feel like there's a star on every team. And like, I don't care if it's Memphis, I want to watch Ja Morant. I don't care if it's Atlanta because I want to watch Trae Young. I don't care if it's, the Lakers. Obviously, I want to watch LeBron. I don't care if it's the Clippers. I want to see Kawhi. I don't care if it's Toronto, the Chicago. I want to see DeMar DeRozan. I don't care if it's the Nets because I want to see Kevin Durant. Like there's a star on literally almost any team in the NBA right now. And it's fun to watch. I love it. I'm sorry.
It's funny you say that because but I remember not just I'm going back to the well here, just from my personal experience and knowledge here, that when I went on my initial interview with the NBA in that department, they said the importance of the NBA broadcast and players. It's a players league. People love players on top of being diehard fans because it's really these players have a face. In football, there's the helmet. They have the helmet, so you have the obscure offensive guard or, the lineman who you don't know the face, you might not have that personal aspect to it.
It's so funny, right? Because in the NBA, people are either Kobe fans, Jordan fans, LeBron fans. They're not Cleveland Cavaliers fans, Miami Heat fans, Chicago. Like, don't get me wrong. You have diehards that are strict. That is my team, right? Like, that is my team. But people will admit, no, I root for that guy. That guy's my guy. Even though he's not on my team, that's my guy. In the NFL, there's not a lot of that because you're usually set and loyal to the team. And that is weird now that you bring that up because I don't know if I've ever thought about that or have had that thought process that in the NBA, fans are fans for players. And in the NFL, fans are fans for teams. Now, I think you can find exceptions to both. Don't get it twisted.
Exactly.
But I don't think you're far off with that. I think that's a very accurate statement about NBA fans and NFL fans.
You have your loyalist groups, your Lakers, your Celtics. I mean, look, you're lovable.
I don't know.
I was going to say you're lovable losers in the Knicks, but then I think kind of that, once we had, past the superstar era of the Jordans, Birds, Magics, Barkleys, after that era, then you have the super team era where teams become. I mean, you're a LeBron fan, right? Are you a Cleveland LeBron? Are you a Miami LeBron? Are you
wherever?
Wherever?
This is my story, and I'm sticking to it. I grew up in North Carolina. I grew up watching college basketball. I hated Duke with a passion. To this day, I still cannot stand Duke.
Wife went to Maryland, so we're with you.
Anything Duke, I hate. And so I grew up as a Tar Heels fan. So you would think I'd be a Jordan fan, right? But I grew up in this era, right, where college basketball for me in North Carolina was so much who cared about the Hornets? Nobody gave a crap about the Hornets. They had Muggsy Bogues, who I liked, but so for me it was that, right? And then as basketball started to get, the NBA, I was a big ESPN guy. So I'm, let's say for all intents and purposes 12, 13, 14 years old. There's this guy. His name is LeBron James. Maybe you've heard of him. And he's playing high school basketball games on ESPN. So I fell in love with this hype. Now, at the time, my favorite NBA player is Allen Iverson. I love Allen Iverson. I have a poster of Allen Iverson in my room. I love Allen. AI is my guy, okay? I remember watching the Sixers face the Lakers in the NBA Finals and getting swept and being distraught about it, and I loved AI, but there was something about this kid LeBron, and it's marketing, right? It's marketing. I was shoved Sports Illustrated, ESPN, any sports thing. Remember he got this Hummer, and it was a big deal that this high school student got the Hummer. It was everything, and so I fell in love with the hype of LeBron, and I can admit that, right? And so when LeBron went to Cleveland, I wasn't a huge NBA fan to begin with, except for Iverson. And the reason I liked Iverson is because I was born in Portsmouth, Virginia, and he was from the Seven Cities. He was from Norfolk and Portsmouth and Virginia Beach, and he had that there. It's the same way. It's the same reason I listen to Timberland or Missy Elliott or Pharrell or any of those, people from the Seven Cities. So I saw Allen Iverson. Believe it or not, I saw Allen Iverson when I was a kid. Like, I was probably 9 years old, maybe even younger. I saw Allen Iverson play high school football.
Oh, he was a beast. I heard
he was an All-American. He was an All-American. He could have, I don't know if he would have played quarterback in the NFL, but he would have played quarterback in college, and he would have been a beast. And
I wonder if he went to Georgetown on the kind of, listen, come here. Don't worry about football. There is no football.
Correct.
Basically, it's like focus on basketball. But I heard he was
so I was a huge AI fan, and so I fell in love with the hype of LeBron, and then LeBron obviously, the marketing of LeBron was just absolutely insane. And so to go back to the original comment of like NBA with players, and the NBA, they were going bankrupt for before the Jordan era. They didn't know what was going to happen. And Magic and Bird probably saved that to a certain extent.
100%. 100%.
And when LeBron got there, they took what the blueprint of what they were doing with Magic and Bird and saw this kid, and Nike saw this kid. Nike and Jordan, let's just get something straight. They're marketing geniuses, right? They're marketing geniuses because they saw that people would buy product because of a player, not because of a team. So Jordan in itself became bigger. Actually, Magic and Bird probably were the first to become bigger than their teams itself. People rooted for Magic because of Magic, not because he was a Laker. People rooted for Bird because he was Larry Bird, not because he was a Celtic. Now, did it help that they played for the two biggest franchises in NBA history? Of course it did, right? But people rooted for Magic and Bird because they were Magic and Bird. There was hype built up when they were playing each other in the NCAA tournament and in the Final Four against each other or in the championship game, right? Like there was that there. And so the NBA saw something or Nike saw something in Jordan and said, we can market the hell out of this kid.
Well, I'll tell you, the credit to David Stern too, because David Stern saw it.
Knew it.
He saw it. He knew it. And he had the vision, and he knew in the 80s that it's going to go beyond 50 states in America. It's going to be a global game. Yep. And LeBron.
And it's a global game because of the players, because you can market players better than the team when it comes to the NBA.
And that's why, these players rule the roost and they're super teams. There's never going to be super teams in the NFL. It's the logo. It's what's on the middle of the field. It's on the helmet. It's who played 30 years ago for the franchise, 10 years ago for the franchise. Now it's so different because you look at a guy like a Ray Allen. It's like a Ray Allen, What do you close your eyes and you see? You see him in a Sonic jersey, a Buck jersey, a Heat jersey. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna lie, I see him in a Heat jersey.
Well, I know you see him in a Heat jersey, of course.
I see him hitting threes against the Celtics,
absolutely,
and helping us win it, and helping the Heat win a championship, and LeBron win a championship.
And in 25, 30 years, the question will remain for LeBron. When you close your eyes, what kind of fan are you to kind of imagine him in that jersey? Because he's probably going to put on two more before it's all said and done.
Well, that's debatable. People debate, will he win another ring or not?
He'll play one season with his son.
I think LeBron's got another 3+ good seasons in him left. The man is averaging 20 points plus per game right now, playing 20 years in the league. Absolutely insane, right? Absolutely insane. And there's just something about that where you look at that and you got to be impressed. You can hate LeBron all you want, but you got to be impressed by it. Got to be impressed by it. And it kind of goes back to watching the Ravens-Bucks game last night, because I was flipping back and forth between the two, right? And you look at Tom Crybaby Brady, And you got to respect that the man's 45 years old and still slinging it out here. There's got to be a little respect there. I hate him. I can't stand the guy. But, man, the man is still playing at a high level this late in his career. And the only person that I can remotely remember in the NFL playing this late in their life was probably Montana. And I don't know if Montana was that old when he played with Kansas City. Unitas did. He played with the San Diego Chargers. I think Unitas played with the Chargers. I'm pretty sure he did. But I mean, there's nobody that comes up to me in the NFL. It was funny because last night I'm watching the game on NBA TV. All right, so I got a question for you, Jason. You ready? There are three players in the history of the NBA for 500 imaginary points. There are three players in the history of the NBA that have played 20 years or more for one team. Three players. Can you name them? For one team.
Udonis Haslem.
Udonis Haslem is one.
Udonis Haslem. This is a great question. 20 years, one team. Jerry West?
Yeah, no. Jerry West was not one.
Okay.
Didn't play 20.
I was going to say, probably short on the years. Wow, dude. 20 years, one team.
Don't look at the chat.
I'm not. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. It's not Kareem. He didn't play 20 years in LA, did he?
No.
No.
Remember, Kareem
played for Milwaukee as well.
And played with Milwaukee before.
Right. You know, it's been such a long time since I've been such an NBA guy. 2023 was my tenure there. So I'm gonna be happy with I got through Udonis Haslem, and you tell me the other two.
Kobe Bryant and Dirk Nowitzki.
Oh my God, I should have got that.
I feel like you should have known that.
I should have known
those
that.
Two guys would, Kobe, and that's it. That's it. It's Udonis Haslem, Kirk, and Kobe. Dirk and Kobe. I say Kirk. Dirk and Kobe. And so, it's crazy when you think of the NFL. There are so many people. It was funny because I asked my wife the same question last night, and she's giving me Karl Malone, John Stockton, Reggie Miller,
go 20 years.
Charles Barkley. All these guys played close to 20 years, but two things: either they never played for the same team, right? If they did play,
and Karl went to the LA, right?
Yep. Exactly. Or they were like right at 17, 18, 19 years. Right. And so in the NFL, who's there? Tom Brady's the only person that you can think of that has done what he's done. Nobody else.
Look, with Tom Brady, it's a fun transition back into the football world. I love basketball. But I've been away from basketball. I really have. I've been putting so many chips on my Dolphins life. And with it being a players league, I just tend to kind of like the highlights that I see if there's a good matchup. And the NBA to me is just kind of a distant second,
Go to the NFL before we get into football. You watched some of the game last night?
Not a ton. No, not a ton. I got engrossed in a good movie. I wasn't in the mood to watch Brady. 8 Men Out. 8 Men Out. Great movie. Great baseball movie.
Were you the one that tweeted last night?
Underrated? I did.
Yes.
I did. It's one of my favorite movies. I love that movie. The cast is
Ray Liotta is amazing.
No. Ray Liotta was Field of Dreams. 8 Men Out. Charlie Sheen.
Never mind.
Dave Stratharian, the guy who played what's his face? One of the Guardians of the Galaxies, the blue face guy. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. There's just a ton of people in that movie that have been in Christopher Lloyd, have been in all, movies all your life. Tremendous movie, based on true story. So watch that.
Do you think the NFL has an image problem with its players because of the helmet being on, or are fans just more, what's the word I want to use? Loyal to the team instead of a player. Is that what you find with NFL fans?
I just think it's a different sport. It's a different, there's 16 now 17 games in a season.
Yep.
You know, so you get 8 home games, maybe 9. It's a 1 day, now 3 day, a week kind of thing. You know, so
although we are in the middle of 56 straight days, I think it is, of college football and NFL football.
Yes, but it's
That's
like
wild,
it almost goes back to like the loyalty of college football too. It's the uniform, it's the logo, it's the lifeblood.
Yep.
You know, but it's not an image problem. It's not anything other than the fact that I think that the culture roots for the record and the history of the team with loyalties and spurts to players.
So this is a great conversation because here's why this is a great conversation, Jason. Because let's bring up Tua for a second. Let's talk about Tua for a second. There's a lot of people in this fan base that are new because of Tua and watching him at Alabama.
Okay. I have no problem with that.
Okay. Now that we're talking about that, the NBA does such a good job with its younger generation of fan and promoting it to its younger generation of fan, because it's easy for my 8-year-old to pick up a basketball and go shoot out in the yard rather than go put on the pads and let's do it that way, right? And NBA's on every night. So I can watch a game every night with my son for 5 or 10 minutes and say, oh, that's Luka. Oh, right. That's Jokovic.
That's part of the process. Exactly.
That's LeBron. That's, that's Kyle Lowry. That's Udonis Haslem. All that, right? That's just anybody, right? So in looking at all that, the NFL, I think I don't want to say they have a problem, but I do find it very interesting because there's now this new wave of fans that are coming in that I think are loyal to players over a team. And I think it started with Tom Brady and the Patriots, because who the hell was a Patriots fan before Tom Brady except New Englanders? Don't worry, I'll wait. And the moment Tom Brady left New England to go to Tampa Bay, they all of a sudden became Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans. And let me root for Tom Brady. And I think that mentality of that new wave of younger generation fans is they are more loyal to players than teams. That is why it is so tough. In my opinion, I don't see a lot of young fans at the ball games. I go to Dolphins games all the time. Not a lot of fans there. Not a lot of young fans there. 30 and older, 30 and older, 30 and older. Not a lot of young fans. But I go to an NBA game, I'll see kids at any NBA game all the time. I think I'm onto something here. Am I onto something here?
You really are. I mean, like, again, it goes to the differentiation of just the sport, but you are right. I mean, even if you want to compare the NBA to baseball, because I'm not going to use the more game argument, because you have more games in baseball than basketball, more games in basketball than football. But the way that the NBA does it is, with things like, you see all the time, players are signing their shoes, throwing it up to the players. Kids are crying, seeing their player come up to them and get, you know what I mean? You see a sprinkle of that, in the NFL when they run into the tunnel. But again, you can't get close like people can get playing. Have you ever gone to a basketball game and have even just been so close, even if you've had lucky enough to get seats or if you've been just walking towards an area? It's a different visual. Basketball is just a different immersion into the sport. And then what could a 5 to 10-year-old kid do when they get home or go to the park? Dribble, emulate their favorite player. If you want to emulate Tyreek Hill, you got to go get someone to throw the ball to you. You know what I mean?
You're 100% right.
If you want to emulate, Micah Parsons, you got to ask who you want to hit. You got to get to hit somebody, or you got to work out individually.
And let's be honest here, right? The concussion thing is a totally different thing on its own too, because how many moms want their kids to play football right now compared to, oh, you want to play basketball? That's fine. You want to play football? We need to talk. We need to think about some things.
Right.
I
mean, it's a game.
How many kids want to get hit? Like, I don't think it's now that I'm thinking about it, I think the NFL has an image problem that they need to figure out because my son and daughter's generation are only going to be Dolphins fans because of their dad. They're not going to be Dolphins fans because of a player. They don't have a Dan Marino to watch. They have their dad who loves the Dolphins.
I'll give you a good example, though. Now that you have Dan Marino in the equation, I'll flip it to our generation, Stephen, our relative, 5, 6 years up, 5, 6 years down. I fell in love with football watching the excellence when I could of Marino up in New York, the 4, 5, 6 times that I got him on TV. Mm-hmm. And then when I got older in life, I just simply went to the place that it was on in the bar. Now a lot of people might have left the Dolphins 4, 5, 6 years after Marino left because it just wasn't working out. I'm not saying people did, but that could have been an issue, But for the people who have stuck around, meeting those new Dolphin fans who've come in because of Tua, that's where we've seen that kind of generational gap and conflict. And I think that's kind of a weird paradox in this franchise.
It is 100%. And my hope is that somebody like Tyreek Hill or Jalen Waddle changes that, right? The cheetah, the penguin, those things can help change that all the time. Man, that's such an interesting conversation to have because, one of the things that I want my kids to, I have an 8-year-old and a 6-year-old, and I want them to be Dolphins fans. And so, it's funny. So my wife's away for the weekend. Okay. And my wife's away for the weekend, and I'm like, okay, guys, what do y'all want to do this weekend? And they're like, I want to do this, I want to do that. I'm like, all right, I want y'all to watch the Dolphins game with me. Nah, we're good, Dad. We'll you know what? We'll watch some plays with you. Quote, we'll watch some plays with you. You know what? My daughter's like, I'll watch the fourth quarter with you. Right? So like I'm having a compromise with my kids to watch Dolphins game because I want them, like it's so what's the word? It's frustrating that my kids don't want to watch it because all I wanted, now I'm remembering me maybe when I was 11, 9, 10, 11, 12, maybe. And but I always remember wanting to watch games and dying that my dad would sit and watch games and he wouldn't. But now I want to do it and my kids don't want to do it. It's like, what in the world? Why is this skipping the generation? Like,
I have a philosophy there too. When we were kids, and I hate saying this is going to age me and this is going to make me sound like such a boomer, which I'm not. But we didn't have much growing up. We had maybe That's basic true. Cable. If I was growing up on a Sunday and the Dolphins weren't on, and we're talking like 1995. Let's talk about I'm 14 years old, right? The Dolphins aren't on. They're playing New Orleans. I don't get the game. Whatever. I can't wait for the scroll. That scroll, Miami 13-3. All right. Miami 27-9. All right. But I'm watching football. It's not like I'm on an iPad or I'm playing PlayStation or I'm doing other things to
distract. By the way, if my kids come out, they're on their iPad, they're on their tablets, and they're like,
mine too.
And I'm like, and I'll scream and they'll jump. They'll be like, if you were paying attention, you wouldn't jump. You'd be jumping with me.
I'll give you another funny sign to the times that are just gone. My favorite thing to do, again, growing up out of state, at the beginning of the year, I would go to my print newspaper, my football preview.
What's
you know what I mean?
Newspaper. I don't know what that is.
You're after about an hour looking at it, your hands would be all fudged with the print, right? I'd look at the late August or early September team schedule. And then I'd predict based on the Jets or the Giants bye weeks and who the Dolphins were playing outside of Monday nighters, which games I think would be a safe bet to watch in my own living room. And as a 14, 15, 16-year-old, I'd have to literally plan where I could watch as most Dolphin games as possible. And then when I got the license, like I said, I went to watch it. But those days are over with it all over the place. And kids having so many options, it's harder for them to enjoy a game with dad, with mom, So I wouldn't worry about it until they'll catch that bug, Steven. I promise you. They'll catch the bug.
Daniel Oyefusi, shout out to Daniel.
Great dude.
He just tweeted that Bronny's at Maryland at College Park.
That's a very safe bet for him, supposedly, to go to, is Maryland.
Don't let Bronny come to Maryland. I'll be going to some Maryland games. Let's go. I'm gonna be Bronny fan too, y'all. Don't My loyalty goes where LeBron James' legacy goes. Okay.
One of my first Dolphin home games I ever went to was a game that LeBron was at right when he signed with the Heat. Not one, not two, not three.
Not three.
Yeah, which was the dumbest thing he could have done.
For nowadays,
Right.
it's funny. I'm watching the game last night, the Miami Heat game, and I've been to a couple of NBA games, but I've never seen LeBron play. And I'm like kind of upset not upset, just like it's on the bucket list. Like I got to see LeBron before it's over, right? And I'm telling my wife this, and my wife turns to me. She goes, "You go see the Dolphins 80 times a year. You go to 1 million baseball games. You have been to you've been to NFL playoff games, Major League Baseball playoff games. You've been to some of the biggest sporting events. You've been to the Major League Baseball All-Star game, and you're upset because you haven't seen LeBron play." And I'm like, you know what? You would say that as a Celtics fan. Okay, nobody
That's
cares
true.
about your Celtics. Because we saw the Celtics play against the in the playoffs when it was the big three, Kevin Garnett and all them. But yeah, she was giving me crap last night because I was kind of like, man, I just got to see LeBron one time. I just got to see LeBron one time before he retires. Because I'm scared. Like, there's the nervousness in me that one day he might get hurt and then that'll end of his career. God forbid, knock on wood. Oh my God, don't ever let that happen. Don't ever let that happen. Don't ever let that happen. Okay, so yeah, I'm not superstitious at all, Jason. So yeah,
I will shout out to your wife's Celtic fandom, and I saw someone mention it in the chat. Larry Bird, so good. And if people claim that they don't think that Larry Bird would be a good player, Larry Bird would be a good player in any atmosphere, any world, any universe. If there's a ball in a hoop, that man was nasty good, like ridiculously cynical good. He played a whole game lefty for spite and shot like 12 of 12.
Man.
Played the whole game lefty.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
Oh, boy.
Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah, he's gone. Divorced.
This coming off his Instagram. In recent days, my wife and I have finalized our divorce from one another after 13 years of marriage. We have arrived at this decision amicably and with the gratitude for the time we spent together. We are blessed with beautiful and wonderful children. We will continue to be the center of our world in every way. We will continue to work together as parents and always ensure they receive the love and attention they deserve. We arrived at this decision to end our marriage after much consideration. Doing so is, of course, painful and difficult, like it is for so many who go through the same thing every day around the world. However, we wish the best for only each other as we pursue whatever chapters are in our lives and are yet to be written. And we kindly ask for privacy and respect as we navigate what is in the days to come and weeks ahead. Thank you. Do you think that this plays a part in how bad Tampa Bay's been lately? Do you think?
You got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. You got to know when. You got to know when to leave the party. You got to know when to leave the room. You never want to be the last person to stumble out of the party, or you never want to be the punch-drunk boxer who just gets hit too many times where you just lose the legacy and lose the memory of success. Brady should have left when he had a fistful plus of rings. I mean, Jesus Christ. I don't really care about the personal life because it's none of my business. You know, I think that he won his Super Bowl in Tampa Bay. He became the second quarterback to win 2 Super Bowls with separate teams, joining Manning. Yep. Kurt Warner went. He couldn't take care of business with 2. But the fact of the matter is that is when you leave the party and say, it's been real.
Peace and hair grease.
Say it. What he did was he gave a lot of money back to the casino. He's still not broke, but he gave a lot of money back. And when I say that, that's a divorce settlement that his lawyer and Gisele's lawyer, I don't know who is the most breadwinner there. Gisele could very well have more money.
That's true.
To me, the winners here are the legal Eagles, baby.
Do you think a lot of this has to do with that he came back for 1 year?
Yes. I mean, look, again,
and he came
I don't really care about his personal life. But you're a parent. I'm a parent. Imagine. I mean,
my wife has never yelled at me about going to Dolphins games ever.
Yeah, but what football does is it takes you completely out. It puts pressure on. Look, maybe the kids get nervous when their dad gets hit too much. Maybe they're at the point where they would like to have their dad. I don't know. I don't care. I don't really care about this. I'm not a Tom Brady guy. I respect him. I would like to see him gracefully leave, because to me, you don't want to see a guy get ridiculously hurt. And to me, he looks like a little
like, let's get something straight, okay? And no disrespect to him. I'm just telling you what the outside looks in. He does not look like the same Tom Brady.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't have the same spunk. He last night, I didn't even see him really yelling at anybody, and they were losing. And I
just don't know what he's playing for. It.
I don't know what he's playing for anymore either. I personally think he's checked out. Personally.
I mean, look, if this man's next step in football is the ownership route, I'm not saying anything. I'm not speculating anything. I'm just saying that's probably where he's going to go, the Jordan kind of process of ownership, what have you, Jeter. But his playing days, it would probably be smart for this to be his last season. But is he also the type of guy to want to come back if the Bucs don't make the playoffs? I mean, look, this is the first time in his career I think he's 2 games below 500, which is remarkable. Or one of the first times in 20 years or whatever it is. So I don't know, man. I'd love to see him leave the casino, cash out, and go date Kim Kardashian and create that news story.
Oh,
that's what
don't go.
Because Kris Jenner right now is sending all the minions out. Oh. They're both single. Oh, God, help us all.
All right, Miami sports music's number
one.
We
talk about the Dolphins. We talk about Andrew Van Ginkel.
Talk about the Dolphins now. Miami sports music's number one. Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers, right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network.
Kim Kardashian,
I am your host, Stephen D. I got Jason Sarney co-hosting with me today. I want to remind you guys, donate to the channel, help the channel grow. Every $20 donation, we have 2 separate giveaways. Number one, any $20 donation you make between now and the end of Monday, you will get entered to win a autographed jersey of Javon Holland, courtesy of ZSM Sports.
Can I throw in the first
who donates $20 or more today? How many cards do you have to give away?
Oh, plenty. That's not the issue. The issue is matching up.
So this is
we're
what
going to
start
off with these two.
What is
two
that?
Javon Holland rookie cards. So one of them.
All right. So the next 2 people to donate $20 right now, not only will you get entered into Monday's thing, the next 2 people will get these Javon Holland rookie cards. We're
going to throw a whole lot in these cards. Whoever donates, and you tell me if this is how you want to do it, because it's your donation.
We'll do 2 right now. The next 2 people that donate will get those 2, and then I like that.
Okay.
The next 2 people that donate 20 get one of those 2 cards.
First one will be the rated rookie.
Yep.
And the second one will be this nifty. They call this a Phoenix card.
There we go.
Nice little card there.
Javon Holland rookie. You can't beat that.
Holland rookie.
You'll get that, and you get entered in to win the autographed jersey on Monday. Come on, let's go. Donate. Let me know where you donate. You can donate up here on Facebook. Or not on Facebook, on YouTube, or you can donate through Cash App or PayPal. And I'll even throw down the links. All right, let's talk about it while I throw the links up here. Miami travels to Detroit this weekend. We face a former intern head coach in Dan Campbell. What do you think, man? What do you think about this game this weekend, Jason?
It's a must-win. It's a must-win because you never want to lose a game at the end of October to a one-win team. They play gritty. They have an offense that puts up points, but they have a defense that lets up points. So, to me, this could be a very heavy scoring game because, again, this Dolphins defense is decimated with injuries. Everyone knows that. So, you'd hope that it's a heavy offensive output by the Dolphins. You don't want a 21-point output for the Dolphins. You want like a 40. You want like a 38. You want them to take care of business against the 32nd ranked total defensive scoring unit in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to not just win, in my opinion. They have to win. They got to win without having that much mental taxing.
It's
for
funny.
them or for us.
Estefan said yesterday, shout out to Estefan, one of the loyal listeners of the show. He goes, and I quote, he goes, the Miami Dolphins, the New England Patriots faced the Detroit Lions, and they won 24-6. Right? Bob Young with the $20 donation. There we go. Gets the rated rookie. Let's go. Shout out to Bob. And he goes, if the Dolphins don't win at least 24-6, then what are we doing? Clemente just said he sent money. Where'd you send money, Clemente? On PayPal, Cash App? Clemente just sent 20 on there we go. So Clemente just got the other card.
Got it. So you guys send addresses to Steven. He'll get them to me. I'll get you the cards out with some fun stuff. So thank you guys.
Kevin Lee just donated 20. Let's go.
Oh, what's up, Big Ken?
Card for Kevin? Let's give a card to Kevin, man. What do you got?
Oh, I got Kevin. Kevin, if you're a Holland guy, give me a thumbs up. It'll be a Holland. Or if you're another guy, give me a name. I got no shortage of Dolphin cards here, sir.
Let's go. Love it.
Friday, baby.
We're gonna have the biggest donation today. We're gonna do it. And all of you guys are getting entered to win the autographed jersey of Javon Holland on Monday.
Oh, that's sick. I love that.
I know.
Javon Holland yet to give up a touchdown in coverage this year.
I know. Number 1 rated secondary person in the secondary in the entire NFL.
So good.
Steal of the draft last year, as far as I'm concerned.
I'll tell you, thank God he didn't play that COVID year, or else he would have been a top 15.
Would have been a top 15 pick, and we never would have got him.
100%.
Never would have got him.
I'd have taken him before. Whatever. I don't want to get into that can of worms, but anyway.
All right. So here's a question I have for you, Jason.
Sure.
Do you think so? You kind of just alluded to it. Do you think, like Estefan, that we need to win at least 24-6? Or is it, and if we don't, is it a failure?
At the end of the day, I'm in the school that if there is a W, I don't care if it's like the Houston Texan win from last year, which was the ugliest win I think I've ever witnessed, or if it's a dominating win that I hope that we get against the Lions. I like the detox from a game.
I watched that game with Cameron at the stadium. That was an ugly win, bro. That was the ugliest win.
I was there with my wife. I had a great time at the game. Thank God they got the win because it was just brutal to watch. But I try to detox on like Wednesday, regardless of win-loss, and just move on. So if the Dolphins do win 17-13 and it's a heart attack, we have to kind of discuss that, but it's still a win. So I'm not going to go crazy if it's one of those or if it's not a great dominating win. I would really like to see it to put my mind at ease because that's the Dolphins' problem. They tend to play down to their opponent.
Yes. Yes.
And that's not this year. That's like
any year. That's been the MO of the Dolphins for the last 25, 35 years.
1,000%.
I've told people this. The Dolphins just need to win. I don't care how they win. I disagree with you to a certain extent. As far as like they need to win big or Estefan. I just want to see them win. Just win. Now, here's what I think will happen. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Mm-hmm. Had Cameron on yesterday. We were picking games. I think he said the over-under for this game was 51. And all the money on Vegas is going on the under. The over. I think the over is going to hit. And the reason I think that is Detroit has put up some numbers this year. We have a depleted secondary. And why not? I think it's definitely one of those games that I think could be 45-35 or, like even if it's 45-28, like whatever. Like I just think I think the 51 would probably, again, I don't gamble. I don't bet. I haven't gambled in 5 years. But again, if I was like, I just think it's going to be a high scoring game.
I agree with you there. And if I'm looking at the injury report from yesterday and Wednesday, both teams have a laundry list of limited. It's like ridiculous the amount of players that are at least limited. A lot of defensive players on both sides of the ball, a lot of secondary players. So Yeah, I definitely see it high scoring. Even if the Dolphins get out to a nice lead, you got to think that Goff is going to be leading a fourth quarter garbage time 10-point effort if they're down 20. So yeah, I could easily see it 38-24, 38-25, something like that. But the Dolphins should be able to take care of business via the passing attack. Utilize the top two receivers.
D. Christopher Carter says, example, if you're up 17-3 in the third and the defense is playing well, there's no need to be slinging it downfield.
You see, this is where I tend to disagree a little bit. 17-3, not to interrupt, in this day in the NFL, it's 6 minutes. The game could be different. It's 5 minutes, 2 plays. I don't like conservative when you're not really in a position to be conservative. I'd rather 28-6 before I take the gas off.
Last week, that was part of the problem. We were very conservative last week against Pittsburgh, and we should have been more aggressive.
Both sides of the ball. And I understand a lot of reasons why they are doing things, but sometimes if you're just allowing people to kind of do things, like allowing Kenny Pickett to sit back and just pick his spots, not pressuring him that much, that changed a little bit with Phillips. That got better. Jalen really was doing well individually pressuring Pickett, but overall, a rookie quarterback shouldn't have just been able to sling it until those picks.
Love it.
There was one point, I think it was the fourth quarter, he only had 3 incomplete passes. 2 of them were interceptions. So 1 ball hit the ground. You know what I mean? Think about that. He had all the time in the world to put the ball in someone's chest, and they need to change that. But I get why they haven't with the injuries to the cornerbacks. But I would like to see a 4-score lead against the worst team, one of the worst teams in the league. There's nothing wrong with hoping about that. But will it happen? I don't know. I'm not going to cry if it's one of those, like I said, 17-13 and Tua gets 1 touchdown for 180 yards. I don't care about stats if it's attached to a win.
Seriously, I guess shutout is the only performance you'll accept from defense. How aggressive could they have been? More aggressive could they have been?
They were in a position to lose the game in the last play of the game.
See,
so they could have been more
points. They gave up 10 points, and I'm not getting mad at them for giving up only 10 points. I'm just not going to do it. Now, what I will say is there were some plays that they got lucky on. And if we were playing a better team, better than Pittsburgh, I don't know if that game is only 10 points from our opponent.
I mean, and again, I realize the difference with certain personnel not being on the field. Yes. But to give you an example of a player and a scenario who shouldn't matter if there's cornerbacks healthy or not. Andrew Van Ginkel, who is a player I talk about a lot, blitzed twice, technically blitzed, was sent on a blitz this season 2 times. Now, if you go back to last year and some of his earlier games earlier in his career, when he blitzes 8+ times in a game, they're 10-0. Now, that's not telling everyone that the reason they were 10-0 in those games was because of Andrew Van Ginkel. Success happens when they blitz often. That should not be predicated. Andrew Van Ginkel blitzing, other linebackers blitzing, if Byron Jones is in the lineup or not. It's their job to create pressure and
Byron's not coming back, and they just
exactly.
I think they need to blitz more personally.
I agree because think
that's where your statement of they need to be more aggressive on defense.
Correct. Look, I'm not indicting the defense for giving up 10 points. I'm saying that
that's
maybe
a fair statement. I don't think
I'm not indicting a win holding a team to 10 points. I want to make that very clear because again, at the end of the day, wins are the most important thing. But if I'm watching the game, I was watching a rookie quarterback pick apart a depleted defense, but there were pass rushers on the field that, it doesn't have to be a sack to lead to a turnover of points or a big play. It could be a tipped ball. It could be a pressure where a quarterback makes a wrong decision. There's a number of things that can happen when you pressure the quarterback early and often. That's what I'm talking about. And again, I see Byron Jones out. They can't run their zero scheme. It shouldn't be predicated on just one guy. They should be able to make certain players screw up their rhythm, especially rookie quarterback. Jared Goff, maybe not, a little bit more of a veteran. So maybe this week I can understand sitting a little bit back, hoping to, let him make a mistake and throw an interception to anybody covering. But I do believe that they have to get a little bit more of that blitzing identity back within those front 7 people, at least. Not necessarily asking to send nickel safeties or, nickel corners or, Javon Holland. He's doing great in coverage. I get that.
Yeah. All right. Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers, right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. The last person we had donate was Kevin Lee. Kevin, you didn't answer us if you were good with that card or not.
It'll be a default Javon Holland, unless he goes differently.
All right. So let's do what's the next 2 cards you have to give away, Jason?
I have a pair. There are 2, but they go in a pair.
Okay.
Because we need a little bit of an awesome running attack. It's been kind of slightly improving. But remember when we had these 2? We had Ricky and Ronnie.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
you got
well, the Ricky is autographed, and
you don't want to do that as a pair, and we can't do it for 20. It's got to be
I was going to say we're going to have to up the ante on this.
You're going to have to
be a 50-year. This is a Ronnie Brown. So we got the Wildcats in a pair.
Right. So this is what we'll do, because that's an autographed, and they have patches of the jersey.
The Ricky is from a game. The Ricky is legit. Some of these cards don't have patches that are from a game.
I feel like
the Ronnie is.
That's autographed?
This actually was during a game for Ronnie. Yeah, so you got DNA from the Wildcats here.
Okay. We need to do this at $100.
You're the man.
Next person that donates $100, first person to donate $100. If you donate 100 and you're the second, you just don't win. Okay. The first person to donate 100 right now and lets me know that they donated, throw it up again on the screen, Jason. I'm going to put you on the big screen, actually, so people can see this.
Ricky Auto jersey.
Jersey worn.
Non-auto Ronnie Brown.
But game used.
Worn by Ronnie Brown on 5/21/05. All
right. We'll see if anybody
5/21/05. Let's see what game that was.
The first person to donate 100 gets that. That's a big deal. That's a pretty awesome little 2-set card that you'll win.
It's Friday, man.
It's Friday. Spread Kindness Friday. Let's go. All right, let's talk the offensive line woes. One of the things that I think that I want to see is Brandon Shell play a little bit more. I was excited to see Brandon Shell play last week. What did you think about the offensive line, specifically Brandon Shell? And what do you see? What do you want to see this Sunday out of the Detroit game?
Before getting into that, the Ronnie was worn during his photo shoot. It wasn't a game. That was what he wore for the photo shoot for his rookie premiere. So that's a cool thing. Offensive line, different story with Teron Armstead in the mix. So much, much, much better with Teron in there. I am loving the play of Connor Williams at center, save the high snap woes, which have been improving.
Okay.
So I'm happy. Check 2 of the 5 spots off in a positive, with the asterisk of Teron being healthy. When that happens, different line. Let's move over to the right side where Brandon Shell has been playing well. So I commend him for doing a solid job. No issues with Robert Hunt. The left guard, I'd like a change. I really, truly am not liking the Liam Eichenberg performance in both the run and the pass blocking. I'm also not liking.
A lot of people do not like him. There's a lot of the fan base that is growing tired of Eichenberg and his, and what he's not done.
I'd like to see a move made. I would love to see Dieter in there at guard. I said that a lot. In terms of why Eichenberg is still in there, there could be a little bit of hierarchy and phoning down to the coach, so to speak. I mean, you got to eat your losses here. They traded up, Grit traded up to get Eichenberg in the second round, and it has not worked out at several locations on the offensive line. So I think you cut your loss regardless of what it makes, I guess, the pick look like.
Mm-hmm.
But tell you the truth, I don't think the offensive line is that horrible with Teron Armstead in there if they can get some consistency. outside of Liam Eichenberg. I'm just not happy with the way.
There's a lot of people that just so all right. So take out Eichenberg, putting Tehran obviously in where he is. Who do you replace Eichenberg with?
Yeah, Dieter. I mean, I earlier in the year was curious to why they wouldn't have kept Connor at left guard because Dieter had solid experience as center, but Connor's a better center than Dieter for the scheme, more athletic, a little bit more of that cerebral kind of player. Go ahead.
I still don't like Connor at center. I understand what he's done, but I've been at every game except Cincinnati, and I've never seen as many high or low snap. Like I've never seen as many bad snaps as I've seen from Connor. I
agree with the high snaps.
There's at least 10 a game. 10 a game.
I was looking at that in the preseason, and that was my like if this experiment is going to fail, it'll be because of maybe high snaps that might cause a safety, cause a turnover, but that hasn't happened, pardon me. So is it a tolerable issue? Look, timing is a factor in football, Steven. You know that. I mean, a split second from, and this was evident a lot with Teddy Bridgewater in there. Maybe it was just whatever. A lot of times Teddy was jumping, just putting the arms up, and that's bringing you a little bit out of your rhythm, your eyesight, your cadence. So I get it, but they're swallowing the high snap issue.
All right, we didn't get $100 donation, so I'm gonna bring it down. First person,
75.
First person to go to $75. Throw the cards back up on the screen, Jason.
They'll come in top loaders in cases, but that's the Ricky.
Throw it up there one more time. I put you on the big screen. I made it bigger.
Yes, sir. That's the Ricky. You got to love that auto. It's a nice auto. And then the Ronnie, it's not a game-worn patch. It's a patch that he wore to his rookie photo shoot.
All right, first person to donate $75 gets those two cards. Let's go. All right, let's talk about the running back situation, shall we?
We shall.
Chase Edmonds has not looked anywhere near where I wanted him to be. Raheem Mostert scares me because the moment he gets hurt, we're an injury away from a Myles Gaskin, Chase Edmonds backfield. So my first question is, what do you expect to see on Sunday? And then I'll have a follow-up after that.
Get to the outside a lot for Raheem. Let's see him really try to utilize that speed. He has had, I know this number might sound low, but he has over 10% of his career runs have gone for more than 10 yards. Think about that. Think about that. He's getting a big chunk play twice a game. You know, if he's going to be that 18, 20 yard or 20 carry a game guy, which I think he's going to be by default because Edmonds has the yips. He leads the NFL in drops as a running back. Not doing well on the ground either. Not hitting the proper holes. We saw that on that 4th and 2. It's Mostert's backfield. I think that 15 to 20 carries, 3 to 5 targets are what we're looking at. They still are going to need a secondary runner. And I don't know if it's really Chase Edmonds at this point. We might see Myles Gaskin be activated because you can't let Raheem Mostert, who has a history of injury, touch the ball 30 times a game. That I don't think could happen. So
that brings me to my follow-up question, Jason. Do the Dolphins make a trade on the Tuesday trade deadline, and is one of those people a running back? Specifically running back. Do they trade for a running back on Tuesday?
Greer's history with running backs has always been in that kind of bargain. I'm not going to spend top dollar. I'm not going to get the top guy. I might get the next tier guy. So everyone's looking at Kareem Hunt. Do I think Kareem Hunt is inevitable? No. Would I like that? Sure. Let's see compensation.
Would you give up a 4th round pick for him?
I give up a 4th round pick for anyone that can help the team in a position group in need. I'll just lay out there right away. A 4th round pick to me is a guy, if you're looking at what the Dolphins value a 4th round pick at the very moment, It's a guy who hasn't seen the field, and we're days away from Halloween. And that's not a knock on Eric Ezukama. That's just saying a 4th-round pick to the Dolphins means developmental, and it's not going to do anything for a year or two. So I send the 4th-round pick that someone else is going to make in April of 2023 for someone that can help me get a W in 2022. So I'm sending
a rumor of a 4th-round pick is worth it.
A rumor of a 4th-round pick is worth it tops for.
Your opinion is Greer doesn't pull that trigger though for that.
Not for a running back.
Okay.
I see him signing a scrap heap running back, getting a guy off a practice squad. They did like the LaMichael Perrine route. You know, he doesn't like to give up assets or pay top dollar for running backs. You know, he's missed on several. I feel like every year there's the Jordan Howard, the Chase Edmonds.
Mm-hmm.
You know, your Sonny Michel was a miss, but these were not the premium guys on the market. They were the second next best. If the Dolphins could use their top assets that are tradable, a draft pick or two, a player or two, it's got to be for a cornerback. The offensive lineman that I think that they could hopefully get that's good enough to really improve their line would cost them a lot. Be Moten. Would be Moten. It's attainable. But outside of Carolina and Moten, I don't see a good enough lineman that a team's going to give up that's plug and play for the Dolphins worthy of a deal. So we're looking at cornerbacks even. They need to add depth to cornerback because as much as I like the way that the potential of Noah Igbenogany maybe could develop, hopefully, notice all the kind of worrisome words I'm using there. I'm not sold on him. They need a guy who can maybe play that 2 opposite X and have Noah as the 3rd so he's not relied upon as the 2, you know? So I'm looking at Greedy Williams. I'll send a 4th to Greedy and next year's 5th in a heartbeat. But if I'm breaking a bank and I'm looking for the future, I wrote an article. It's out on Dolphin Wire. I think it hit like an hour ago. I'll throw the link up. I'd love PS2. I'd love Patrick Surtain to come work with his dad. And this way you could expend Byron Jones.
I said that earlier this week. That
the article's out.
See Patrick Surtain come here to Miami.
This would cost, if I'm playing the GM, and I hate doing this, dude. I do, but I also love it. I would send that 49er first-round draft pick knowing that Patrick Surtain, too, is a safe bet.
I would send that pick away for Patrick Surtain in a minute.
I would do that pick right away, and I'd also throw in a sweetener.
I wouldn't even think twice about it. I
would throw a sweetener of a player in there.
Nah, well, it depends on who the player is, and
you got to throw some salary out if you're going to bring that in. They'd have to rework it, but for Patrick Surtain the second, if you throw in 2 picks, one of them's that first round, and then you worry about a 2023, 4, 5, whatever, conditional it. I don't care, because you can get that contract to a 6-year next year in an extension real quick.
Bro, if the Dolphins pull off a trade to get Patrick Surtain Jr., I would love it. I would love every second of it.
You can kiss Byron Jones goodbye next year, too.
Straight. After 4 p.m., I don't think that's going to happen, but I would love it nonetheless. And it will be fun.
Greedy Williams might be a little bit more
obtainable or more likely.
Okay. Good words.
That is. All right, Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami Fan Morning Show, Clock Blockers. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. We are giving away anybody who donates in increments of 20 to the channel. You will automatically be entered to win a Javon Holland autographed jersey, courtesy of ZSM Sports on Monday afternoon. The list is growing to win that jersey, which we like. And a Javon Holland autographed jersey for $20. I mean, hey, look, that's a steal right there to have an opportunity to win it. And you donate to the channel, it helps the channel grow. And today on Spread Kindness Friday, anybody who donates, we're giving away cards to people that donate $20. So right now, the next up, we have the current bid in at 75. I think we're going to lower it here in a second. But Jason Sarney has a pair of cards to give away to the next donation, which I think we're going to do. I'm going to lower it, and I'm not going any lower than this. We're going to 50. Not going any lower. The next $50 donation that comes in, you will obviously get 2 entries into the I'll give you 2 entries into the Javon Holland giveaway, jersey giveaway, and you will get a Ricky Williams autograph card and a Ronnie Brown card that has a jersey on there. They both have jerseys on it. The Ricky is a game used jersey patch as well as an autograph. It's a Ricky Williams autograph card, guys. Come on, that's a big deal. And you get a Ronnie Brown card that's got a piece of his jersey that he wore up there. There we go. Flipside Fishing got it. Bam. Flipside Fishing in the building.
Let me just
there we go. Flipside Fishing got the Ricky and Ronnie cards.
Love it.
Let's go, Flipside.
Beautiful. Mansa Chill wants to see a couple of Tua rookie cards, so I'll indulge him.
Okay. Is that the next giveaway?
No, sir.
No.
These are graded PSA 10 Tuas. So if the Dolphins win a Super Bowl, my arm could be twisted to just get some silliness going on. But this is the first one, a little PSA Gem 10.
You're not giving that away. We're not giving that away, just so y'all know.
I'll show you my favorite card that I have, and then we'll move on, and maybe we'll do a couple of more over this. My favorite card in my history is my Jalen Waddle Perfect 10 downtown. Oh, sometimes I just talk to it. Hey, Jalen. How you doing?
You like penguins? I like penguins too.
You see, the thing is, the foresight of Panini would have been ridiculous because this downtown features a lot of sea creature, but there is no penguin. I see a dolphin, I see a couple of crustaceans, but no penguin.
All right,
nevertheless,
what's the next? All right, so let's get another card going for the next $20 donation. What do you got here, Jason?
Von Joe just hit me with, "I'll be holding that Tua card forever." Well, so don't bring me down, Von Joe. What was the question?
What's the next $20? We're gonna do the next person to donate 20. What are we giving away to them, Jason? I'm gonna take care of you, man. You've been you're putting up your cards.
Please don't worry, dude. This is all going. There's a lot where these come from. Do not worry, and it's going to good causes. That's all that I ultimately care about. Yeah, sure. All right. Everyone knows I like a certain player on the Dolphins. I like a couple of players on the Dolphins. Everyone knows, but I hope this is not the last week that we're talking about him as one.
Oh, so it's Gesicki. I know who it is. It's Gesicki.
It's
Gesicki autograph?
I got more Gesicki autographs than I have fingers and toes combined. So you're okay. Do not worry, sir.
$20. Next $20 donation gets a Mike Gesicki autograph. Is that a rookie or is that
what? Make it 25 because this sucker's numbered out of 25.
All right, so next $25 donation. Next $25 donation gets that.
That's fair.
Next $25 donation gets that. Raising money for the channel today. It's a numbered one of 25. What's the number? What number is it?
It's number 22 out of 25, which is great because he has had a 2-touchdown performance 3 times and is the only Miami Dolphin tight end to have 3 2-touchdown games. The only.
Really?
Correct.
Brady McMichael?
Only one. Keith Jackson had a ton of 3 touchdown games as an Eagle, as a Packer, had a few 2-touchdown games with Miami, I think 1 or 2, but 3 2-touchdown games.
Look, I got to be – that's a sad stat. I don't like that.
I got a lot of Gesicki sad stats, man. I mean, we're not talking about tight end U in Miami in history. We got guys like Bruce Hardy, Joe Rose, Randy McMichael, But Mike Gesicki's closing in on the most prolific statistical tight end in history.
All right, guys. Next $25 donation gets the autographed Mike Gesicki. Is it a rookie card?
Oh, it's a great question. I don't think it's a rookie. No,
just Mike Gesicki autograph card.
It's from 2021 season.
Okay, that's cool. It's still an autograph card. It's dope. I like it, and it's numbered at it's number 22 out of 25. So there's only 25 cards like it in the world, and it's a Gesicki card. So
correct.
It's pretty dope. It's pretty awesome. Great to have for the fan cave. All right, let's talk a little bit about wide receivers. Miami currently has 2 of the top 5 leading receivers in yards on the NFL in Tyreek Hill, who's number 1. And Jalen Waddle, who I think is number 4. I don't remember having a 1-2 dynamic duo like this since the Marx Brothers. Would you agree? And number two, I want to see both of them go off on Sunday. What do you expect from both of them on Sunday?
100% they're the best duo since the Marx Brothers. I like to call them the Sparks Brothers, but that hasn't caught on. There's 15,000 nicknames for them, which is fine. But they're phenomenal. The amount of look, the separation issue is over. These two are the best in the business of creating the space, and they both lead the lead. They're the top two. Let me see if I just say the stat right. The number one and number two in receptions that have traveled over 10 yards. So Tua or whomever threw at that moment saw them with the massive amount of separation, 10 plus yards down the field, and no two have caught more balls in those situations this season so far. When you have that aspect to your offense, this is the game against the 32nd ranked defense. You got to pick them apart. So I expect one of those dudes to have 2 touchdowns, and I expect both of those guys to have upwards of 100 yards.
The NFL on CBS just tweeted in the last hour, the Miami Dolphins rank 3rd in passing yards per game at 281.6, despite Tua missing 2 games. What are your thoughts about that?
It's the receivers. I mean, you got Tyreek Hill is the most valuable non-quarterback the Dolphins have had since Ricky Williams, because there's your offensive identity almost and what he can do in messing up a defense's week in preparation. And what Jalen Waddle brings to that equation is almost a poor man's Tyreek Hill, where you got to almost spend the same amount of time dealing with him. So this is the game that their strengths have to be maximized. And I'd like to see a shot or two downfield for each of those guys. But I also think this could be a situation where you rope a dope and you could just hit them with those slants and let them pick up those yaks, because that's when this offense is cooking. The ball comes out of Tua's hands within a half a second or a second and a half, and then Tyreek and Jalen are doing their thing.
Just want to remind you guys, the next $25 donation to the channel, whether it's through YouTube, Cash App, or PayPal, will win a autographed Mike Gesicki card, number 22 of only 25. Okay, so, here's the thing about the Miami Dolphins when it comes to receiving. There are some people that are in the chat that are like, well, they're not leading to touchdowns. I think for me, it's a domino effect. You keep leaning, you keep pushing on that. Eventually, the berg's going to open up. And I know Tua had 9 touchdowns on the year, right? If I'm correct, 9, right? And 6 of them came in one game. Is that correct?
I think he might have 10. Right. So you're right. You're right about 6. He has. Yeah, no, he's got 9 touchdowns this year so far. 6
of them came in one game.
Yeah.
My thought is that's not going to be the only big game he has this year. Eventually, he's going to get another 1 or 2 big games. And if I get, most of his games are 1 or 2 touchdowns, but I get 3 or 4, 5 or 6, I'm taking that all day long, right? You're taking that all day long, right? So I expect Tua to have at least 1, if not 2 more games of 4 or more touchdowns. That is my prediction for this year. Tua will have 1 or 2 more games with 4 or more touchdowns. What do you think about that hot take?
I love it, because I'm looking at some teams where that could happen. And you got games coming up against Detroit, Chicago, Cleveland, Houston. Could happen in consecutive weeks, to tell you the truth. But I think that's a safe play. 100%.
Harley just won the card.
Oh,
Harley just donated 25. Just won the Mike Gesicki card. Harley, send me a DM with your address on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter at Stephen D SKPL, and we will make sure we get that card out to you. 100%. You got Harley's name written down for that, Jason?
Yep, I got Harley with the mic. I got Flipside with the Team Wildcat cards, and we're all good. Bob Young with the Holland and Clemente with the Holland.
All right. What's the next card we got up?
He's coming back in a big way. We'll do any donation. Any donation. We're going to take it down to scale on the worth of the card, but I love this card, and I love this player.
So the first person to donate, any donation?
You're good. For any donation, above $5. Or you know what? If you want to make it 15, there's your hint.
No,
15,
we'll do
Number
$10.
15. Jalen Phillips is an awesome,
$15.
like a purple shock, I think they call it.
$15 gets you a Jalen Phillips card. Is it a rookie? It is
of
a
course,
rookie.
It's a rated rookie from last year. It's Optic brand, so this is one of those solid card stock, nice backing to it. Beautiful card. It's very prismy. It almost looked like it's out of Ant-Man and Quantum Mania.
Mudbone says, Steven, what's the channel's donation record? It was 2 Fridays ago with Jason on here, and we raised $1,700 that day. I don't know if we're going to hit that, but I want to get close. But yeah.
Shipping to Germany. We'll talk about that, Clumsy.
I'll pay for the shipping to Germany.
I'm kidding. Yeah, we'll ship anywhere. Anything for this Fin community.
For Franzi, I'll ship it to Germany if he wins something. All right. So $15. Next person to donate $15 gets the Jalen Phillips card. I like it. Show it again on the camera. It's a rated rookie.
It's like a purple shock prismy doohickey.
I like it. That's nice. All right. So the Miami Dolphins, when it comes down to it, when we were talking about points scored per game, I understand that's been a topic of conversation. We'll get to the defense here in a minute. Just one last thing. Facing Detroit on Sunday. Detroit has put up some points this year in some games. The odds of this becoming a shootout, I think, are good. I really do. The over-under is 51. I mean, do you think it's going to be a shootout, or do you think the defense is going to prevail and step up and stop Jared Goff? Now, Jared Goff has never really had a good game against the Miami Dolphins. I don't really see it necessarily starting on Sunday, but I understand where our defense is at the moment. So what do you think?
I think it's one of those games where they should dominate, but I don't think it's going to be total domination. I do think that they're going to hopefully, like I was rooting for earlier, have a couple of possessions of a lead, offense do their thing, defense making timely stops, maybe a sack or two, because they are kind of heating up a little bit.
Commentary.
There we go. Beautiful. Thank you, Color. JP goes to Color. Okay. But so, I do hopefully, let's say we head into halftime up 2 possessions. Maybe come out in the third quarter, adding to that a little bit. So, yeah, maybe a 27-9 situation. I think they'll make it a little interesting, kind of get some comeback going. But give me a 32-22 score.
32-22 score. Wow.
Something like that. Something weird. But they'll be up maybe 32, 17, 16. Have the game wrapped and maybe an extra couple of garbage points are thrown in.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think when you're up big, I think garbage points are always a gimme in that fourth quarter. Miami has not had a great fourth quarter in general to offenses this year. We've given up a lot of points in the fourth quarter. A lot.
What's even scarier, I'm going to drop something that's kind of scary right now. They haven't won a single quarter yet in terms of their overall points versus their opponents this year. They've tied in first quarter or they've tied in the second quarter, but they have not overall this season outscored collectively their opponents in any quarter total this year.
That is a scary.
Or overall. And they're 4-3. So that says some oddities there.
Does it bother you that the next 4 games are against losing teams? And here's the question of, does it bother you? Does it bother you that the fan base will see it as, we should beat these teams anyway, they suck, and we need to win these games anyway, right? Like, it shouldn't even be games. We should beat them, and we should beat them soundly.
It's funny because I was actually thinking about this in my head the other day. Just what would be the worst case scenario that's almost realistic, that wouldn't be that bad? And just close your eyes, and I don't care who your opponent is, but if you break a season into 4 games and you can go 3-1, you're a playoff team. If you amortize that throughout the year, you're a 12-4, 13-3. Add the other game in, you're a 12-13 win team. So if they can go 3-1 in these next 4, I'm very content. Let's see what that one loss might come, because there is a game or two that it could be a hiccup. There's 2 road games in there, but they should go 4-0. But so I can tolerate 3-1.
We have Detroit this weekend, Chicago next weekend, I think.
Yep.
And then Cleveland
the bye,
Cleveland,
and then Houston.
The bye, then Houston.
And then 4 road games in 6 weeks to end out the season.
Well, 3 straight road games, 2 on the West Coast, 1 in Buffalo.
Correct.
My personal opinion, and I've already said this a million times on my show, the Dolphins they're not going to lose a game between now and going into the West Coast. Now, when we get to the West Coast, I'm not ready to say what they're going to do yet. I want to see how these next 4 games go.
That would get them to 8-3. My worst case, 7-4. And then you basically got to win 4 games out of your next 6. In my worst case, you got to win.
If they're in 3, I think they can afford to lose 2 games. If they're 7-4, you can afford to lose 1 and really, really be in there. I said that this team was a 11, 12, or 13 win team at the beginning of the season. I think I'm right on the money. One of those 3 are going to hit 11, 12, or 13. All right, let's talk about the defense, man. Let's talk about up front. What card do you want to give away next? Before we go into it, what card we got next, Jason?
Just because I want to put some positive in the air. I'd like to see him on the field. I get that he's a rookie. He was referenced before. But, Easy in the old number 87. It's a thread jersey.
Eric Ezukama?
So this is a rookie with the threads. It's numbered out of 399. So it's nice. It's not, nothing crazy. It's a nice little collector for an Eric Ezukama.
$20 donation. Next $20 donation.
That's fair.
Gets Eric Easy Ezukama rookie card. Does it say where that patch of the jersey came from?
Not from any specific game or event.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
But it has a patch of his jersey on
it. It is an aquafied patch.
There we go. Let's go. Next $20 donation. Get it. Let's go. Let's talk about the up front, man. Let's talk about the defense.
Donate the Marino jersey? Sorry, Andres. That is
that's never gonna happen.
That's a true story right there. My parents got that for me, and I was brought to tears when I opened it. And my son captured it, and he was brought to tears. So that was a cool little thing. Very good gift from the folks.
Okay, man. Let's go to talk about up front. I wish this defense had more sacks. I feel like this defense should have more sacks, and I feel like it starts up front. We just gave away the Jalen Phillips card a little bit ago, and one of the things that I saw from Jalen Phillips, for me, that is, I thought he would take a step up this year. I thought that Jalen Phillips was going to take. You got more cards, I saw.
I got Nigbo somewhere.
Look
at that! It's an auto.
Noah,
I'll tell you what. We're gonna put this one aside, and then we're gonna revisit this Noah Igbenogany another Friday. But it is in the inventory.
My thought is on the defensive front, they would have more sacks at this year. I thought we were going to be breaking some sack records. They aren't. And I'm a little disappointed in that. Why have the Dolphins not gotten sacks this year?
It's definitely the elephant in the room, or the lack thereof, is the Byron Jones injury, the Xavier Howard injury, now the Needham, all these secondary injuries. Yes, I could understand why the blitzing and the zero is not able to be used. Mm-hmm. But as earlier referenced with someone like a Van Ginkel, someone like a Jalen Phillips, when he's healthy, Agba, send him. They succeed when they blitz, and it could even help these young corners, if they have less time to really let these receivers develop their routes. So maybe mistakes could be made, especially when you're looking at the quarterbacks, young quarterbacks and backup quarterbacks coming up.
Kryptonian Collectors just said, yeah, every defense has been low, though. He's not wrong about that. There hasn't been a lot. Let's pause for a second. The entire NFL has been very mediocre this year. Lots of 3-3, lots of 2-3, 4-3, 2-5. Lots of mediocre teams in the NFL. Stats have been low. We talk about Miami being third in overall passing yards at 281. it just doesn't seem like numbers are up this year at all. Can you explain that? Why is the NFL kind of down right now?
Well, I hate to put a Dolphin tag on it. But yeah, I think that the injury situations, the concussion situations, there might be a little bit more timid aspect. There might be some weird calls being circulating around the league. And there's also a quality of football that I don't think has been as good as the years past. But there is a lot of mediocrity around the league this year. I mean, especially when you look in the AFC, there's two very, very good teams in the Bills and the Chiefs. And frankly, who is it? Who's fighting for the third best? Is it Baltimore? Is it the Jets? Is it the Dolphins? Is it another team that's creeping up there? Is it a healthy Charger team, but they're not healthy? So it's a really odd parity-filled league that's actually perfect for a team like the Dolphins to kind of rise up at the right time.
And the cream, the rise to the top. I agree. I don't disagree with you. All right, real quick. Throw the card that we're giving away up again so people know what card they're giving away. We're giving away right now.
The next card we're giving away would be the Easy E jersey, numbered to 399.
All right, next $20 donation gets an Eric Easy E card. Eric Easy E. And then after that card, after we give away the Eric, next person that donates $20 for the Eric Easy E card. Do you have a Landon Roberts card somewhere?
Do I have I do not. I saw that. I do not have a Landon Roberts. I have a Channing Crowder card somewhere. But believe that or not. I'll tell you, I'm going to give away a fun card. This is a fun card. It's an error card, and it's kind of almost an apropos situation. I know we've all spoken about Emmanuel Ogba.
Yeah.
And he's kind of missing, right?
Yeah.
So is his name. It's an error card. There's no Emmanuel Ogba on the card.
All right, so I'll tell you what. Throw up that Noah Igba, not the Noah, the Eric Easy E card in that.
Combine them?
Yeah, the next person to donate $30 altogether will win those two cards together. Eric Easy E and the error Emmanuel Ogba with no name.
It's an Ogba on the back, but they call this a blank name.
An error card. I like that. That's pretty dope. That's cool to have in the collection. Next person to donate $30 wins those two cards. All right. Here's my personal opinion of looking at it. I think the entire NFL is down right now because there's just nobody. There's nobody stepping up, man. There's nobody that's taking look, with the exception of Kansas City and Buffalo, who, by the way, played each other, right? And Buffalo turned out to be the winner. And we beat Buffalo. I don't think there's a real team this year that's really just taking over. And everybody's like, well, Steven, what about Philadelphia? They haven't lost a game. Maybe I'm a hater. So be it. I'm not sold on Philly. There's nothing about Philly that I'm sold on right now. There's nothing that I look at them and say, you know what? They scare me. Because I don't think they've necessarily played anybody major. I don't know, man. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about, are you scared of Philly, number one? And is there a team that is just upper echelon elite? And the closest one I think is Buffalo, and we beat them.
Yeah, I mean, look, Philly, their resume isn't like massively impressive. I mean, Jacksonville, Detroit, Commanders. I think they have a good roster, and they're doing a lot of good in going for it with these deals that they're making and bringing in talent.
Franzi just donated $30 from Germany for those two cards.
You know what? That's perfect because he accounted for probably a little bit extra juju for the shipping. I like that. I like that.
Franzi
good job.
Just gave the $30 on PayPal for that bad boy.
So that was for perfect.
Yep.
The Ogba and the Easy. Awesome. Great stuff. And Steven, you'll make sure to get all these.
I'm getting everybody. I'm telling everybody to send their stuff, and then I'll send it to you after the show.
Cool. Perfect. Yep.
What's the next card? What's the next card you got to give away?
We'll do one more card, and we'll do a little package here. Let's see here. We'll do one more little grouping. I got a funny one, just because it's funny. And then we'll throw a current. Hold on 1 second here. Who do we want to have a big game? Who do we need on Sunday?
You have anything
What are we looking
Jalen
for?
Waddle? Do you have anything Jalen Waddle?
I think I got the most Jalen Waddle cards north of the Mason-Dixon line, my friend.
Why don't we give away?
find a good one.
Let's give away one Jalen Waddle rookie card, and while we're doing that, then you can put a package together for something else.
Let's see. Let's do a good Jalen. I'll do 2 Jalen Waddle rookie cards and a throwback. Now, here's a fun trivia question of who this card will be.
Okay.
He's associated with the Miami Dolphins at the moment, has not played in quite some time.
OJ McDuffie.
And he's a fixture in many areas of Florida in a hospitality sense.
I said OJ.
It's not OJ. We don't give away OJ McDuffie cards here. I'm sorry about that, folks.
I don't know. Who?
He was also in a movie.
Ooh.
A dolphin theme.
Ace Ventura Pet Detective.
That's the movie.
Dan Marino.
No, we don't give away Dan Marino cards here. Kimbo Camper.
Kimbo Camper. I like it.
And my shameless plug to promote.
Has a great restaurant.
Yeah, but I was leading there. Hospitality. I didn't want to give it away. I mean, look, hey, if we say restaurants, you got to throw an offer, though. You know,
I know.
Grill
That's
King.
Bow Campers would have been my first thought.
So we'll throw in. I'll throw in Bo Camper to the Jalen Waddle pair of rookies because the hope is
Throw
that
the
Bo
Jalen Waddle.
Camper.
All right, and what's the price should be on these?
Just do a 10. Do a 10. 10 donation. Nice little $10 donation.
All
Get them
three
on in
cards
there.
for $10.
100%. Yeah. We'll call it a lunch combo to honor Bo Campers.
Lunch combo for $10.
We're afternoon here. So a lunch combo for Bo Campers and
Jalen Waddle rookies and Kim Bo Camper card.
Let's get them in. Let's get them rolling on in. $10. That's my appraisal.
First person that I see gets it. First person. All right, Clemente said he sent it. Let me see. Let me see. Where did you send it? I think he sent it on Cash App.
I'm hoping to parlay this into at least a free dozen wings one of these days at Bo Campers. That's like 6 mentions already.
All right. Clemente just got that.
Clemente. Perfect. Gets the Waddle pair and Bo Campers. The lunch combo.
Trucker Sean just donated 10, but you missed it, buddy. Well, we'll get you something.
We'll get him something.
We'll get you something, Trucker Sean.
Pardon me. Yeah, give me the name. I'll take care of Trucker Sean.
Trucker Sean, we'll get you something, bud. There we go.
We'll do one more, and then, damn man, see, I could do this all day with you, but I got to around like 12:30. But I got one more card that I'll do, and it's almost like a not bad word, but we're gonna put some positive.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna go grab a couple of cards.
To
give away.
I'm quarterbacking right now. Quarterbacking right now.
Quarterback for a sec.
It's like airplane. You're giving it to the co-pilot. I haven't flown in years by myself. But okay, everybody. While Steven's getting a card, what I will do is I will throw another card into the mix. One of my players that I think could have a terrific career. He will be back from his injury. It's an ACL injury, so he's gone for the season. But Brandon Jones will return. And this will be a Brandon Jones auto. We'll wait for Steven to give the price point, but this is a Brandon Jones rookie card, Panini Contenders with the autograph there. So there you go. Nice Brandon Jones 29. And let's see what else we got here. Found another Noah Igbenogany card that we're going to put for another time. A little purple shock, much like that Raekwon Davis. See what else we got. A little tribute to the aforementioned OJ McDuffie. We're going to show, this is one of my favorite cards that I've ever gotten in my life. It's a sick card. I love this card. It's one of his rookie cards, but from Penn State's campus after he was drafted by the Dolphins. So that's a sick card right there. And an absolute standard select rookie card. I don't know why I said absolute standard. It's called a select card, but that's what I got. What's my best Mike Gesicki card in my collection? Let's see here. All right, Mr.
All right.
Let's see if I can find it here.
Hey, bro.
Whoa! A Ziploc full.
I haven't broken this out in a long time. I got some good stuff in here. A lot of Dan Marino cards in here.
Ooh. I'm looking for a good Gesicki card here. My favorite one, my best one.
All right.
Well, technically, I mean, if you're going to go with the one that I think is the most valuable, the one that I love the most, his old school rated rookie in the old number 86 jersey. Love that. But I love looking at this card. It's like, I think it's like a purple glass, broken glass prism card. I love this card. Nice and shiny. So that's
I had some Tua rookie cards in here. I didn't even forgot I had. That's funny.
Those Tua rookie cards. Keep them.
I'm not giving those away.
You hold them. You hold them. So I just said, I don't know if you saw, Brandon Jones will be the finale card. Little auto Brandon Jones. Put some positivity out in the air. He'll come back strong next year.
I like it.
Yeah, him and Javon Holland for years to come. Hopefully.
All right.
Yeah, folks.
How much did you say for?
For the Brandon, I was waiting for your appraisal. You want it, since it's an auto, you want to do 30?
Do 20. Do
20. Okay. Perfect.
$20. Brandon Jones autograph rookie auto card. Do 20.
And these are still just these are personal PC cards. I showed the OJ McDuffie card, Steven. There's a rookie card for OJ, if you didn't see. And then the Penn Stater. Love that one.
Ooh, that's dope. I like that. All right. Raising money for the channel on Spread Kindness Friday. This is dope.
Love it, man.
You can donate on Cash App, PayPal, or use the YouTube Live Super Chat. And then after we give that away, I got a pretty cool autograph. 37 of 50. It's only 50 cards, and it's autographed, and it's a former Miami Dolphin. Not a big name star, but I think he's still playing in the NFL. Still a dope card nonetheless.
What about the GOAT Camarillo? I wish I had a great Camarillo card. I do not have one. I don't know if they're...
Make me go through some of these. Let's see what we got. Dude, I have some Dan Marino cards that I know are worth, 20, 30, 40 bucks each in here.
Oh, is that like a card tin? There you go. I love it. I love looking through old cards. You never know what you'll find.
I know. I got a buttload of Dan Marino cards. I'm trying to find rookie cards.
Yeah, I got Marino sprinkled all over the place.
Ooh, I can give that away.
Any Pat White cards? No Pat White cards.
I actually got some of these personally signed.
Oh.
The rookie, Tannehill's rookie year.
A personal Ryan Tannehill autograph? Nice.
Seeing what I have here. Now we're getting into cards. We're not talking about the game anymore.
You know what? It's fun because it's a fun hobby, and I think it helps the overall fantasy. Just helps the overall love of football. 12-month out of the year sport. A Flora. Any Deion. Some of these names being thrown out are hilarious. No Deion Jordan cards either.
I might have some. That's what I'm looking. I'm looking for some obscure cards.
Definitely not any Richie Incognito cards. Definitely not.
Dude, I see Stanley Pritchett here. Remember that name?
Oh, God, yeah. Fullback.
Stanley Pritchett, Jim Jensen, Deion Sims, OJ McDuffie, Dan Marino, Devon Bess, Dustin Keller, Daniel Thomas,
Dustin Keller. Oh, my
Cam-
God, for a hot
Cameron-
second.
Cameron Wake. The Stanley Pritchett card's pretty dope looking. All right, so what are we giving away right now?
The Brandon Jones?
Brandon Jones. So
That's
people
the finale.
for you, and then I'm going to give away some.
Yes. And then I got to get back to the real world. I could talk football all day. But unfortunately.
Right now, we're going through a lot of these. Ooh, whoa. Xavier Howard stars and rookie card.
Well, we got an X-Man rookie.
Well, it's not Brian Cox rookie card.
Wow. What is that from like the old score set?
Yeah, Pinnacle.
Oh, Pinnacle. No, love it.
Jake Long rookie card.
Nice.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Dolphins running back card.
Love that.
OJ McDuffie rookie card.
Love that.
I got some good stuff in here.
Really?
I had some good stuff in here, bro.
Dude, this is out of a Ziploc bag.
I know.
Sleeve those up and put them in a case.
I need to. I had a big set, and to start this podcast network, I sold a good portion of it to get a lot of the equipment.
I did have a Mandage card somewhere. A couple cards.
Harley says, I played semi-pro here in Florida for the Florida Stingrays. I play semi-pro here in Florida and Florida Stingrays. Our season starts in February. Was looking to see if you'd be willing to cover us. Harley, get in touch with me. I saw you just hit me up. We'll talk.
Cool. I love that.
Always looking down to promote people. Kenyon Drake rookie card. He played
Kenyon. Love Kenyon. John Avery. Oh, my God. These names.
I know. Some of these are crazy. All right. I'll tell you what, because we don't have a $20 donation coming in. Next $10 donation that comes in, you will get that Brandon Jones autographed rookie card that my man Jason has. Then I got some cards to give away as soon as that one gets done.
All right, you got to love it. Miami Dolphins just came out with their 3 keys to the game and big picture of number 43, Andrew Van Ginkel out there. So got to love that.
Cordia Tinkersley rookie card.
The tank.
Michael Ignew rookie card.
Oh, the tight end. Wow.
Ronnie Brown rookie card.
There you go.
A Topps 1984.
Ooh.
Dan Marino instant replay card.
Look at that. That's a Super Bowl game.
From the Super Bowl game. I might have.
Wow. Nice card there.
That is a real nice card.
I'm just looking at some of these old school Dolphin names.
I know.
Leonte Carew. That's great.
It says I want Brian Cox and McDuffie cards. I have some of those, buddy.
There you go.
I might.
I think he's talking about the two that you showed.
Oh yeah.
He's going specific on you.
Clumsy says check PayPal.
Oh. I guess that's Brandon Jones. Is that the Brandon Jones?
Hold on, I'm looking. Yep, he said give me the Brandon too.
Love it.
Sending some stuff over to Germany.
Dankeschön.
Dude, I got so many Dan Marino cards. Like, just
That's a good thing.
Dan Marino cards out the wazoo.
Yeah, no, I have like drawers full of like the older, 1992, 3, 4, 5. What do you got?
Minka Fitzpatrick rookie card.
Oh,
I like it.
Nice looking card.
It is a beautiful looking card.
He did have a heck of a hit on Mostert on Sunday night. That was clean. But whatever. What could you do?
All right, let me just look through these last two while I still have you on, so that way I can pay attention. And
Keith Byers, one of my favorite old school Dolphins. That's a great mention right there, Christopher Carter. Byers was a monster.
oh my goodness gracious, Zach Thomas.
What's in the middle there? Is that a patch?
That's a patch.
Oh, sweet.
It is a Bowman 2006. And it's some of the jersey. It's a patch.
Beautiful.
Authentic game worn jersey.
Well, there you go.
Zach Thomas.
Future Hall of Famer.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll give this away. Okay.
Heyo.
Man, how much should I give this away for? That's a game worn jersey.
It's a 25 at least, I would say. What year is that from, out of curiosity?
2006.
Oh, you got to go.
Topps Bowman.
Any Jason Taylor cards? Oh, yeah.
All right,
Definitely
Zach Thomas, I'll give away for $30 right now. 30. Raising some money for the channel on Spread Kindness Friday. That's a dope looking card.
Where are my JTs? I got a couple of JTs. Where'd they go?
What year is this? I got a second year, Zach Thomas, 1997.
Whew. That's fantastic.
It's probably worth a little bit.
I got a Living Legends Jason Taylor card. We could throw this in with the Zach Thomas.
All right. So the Zach, $30. $30.
$30?
$30 will get you this game used Bowman Sterling Zach Thomas card with the game worn patch in the middle. And it'll also give you, what's that card?
Living Legends Jason Taylor card from Prestige set.
I had never thought I had this many Dan Marino cards. Unbelievable how many Dan Marino cards I have. Marty Booker.
Oh, Book.
Irving Fryer playoff card.
One of my favorites.
Kenyon Drake. Josh Rosen rookie card.
You could just toss that one.
I mean, not a rookie card, second year card, sorry.
Regardless. You could just dump that one.
Woo! All right. I got the next one we're going to give away after this.
What you got?
Cameron Wake rookie rate 1 out of 699.
Wow. Let me see that.
Give me a second. Let me put these up.
Yeah.
We got to give away the other thing first. Got to give away some of this other stuff first. You know what I might do? I might just package some of these and just say they got Dan Marino's, whole bunch of stuff in here.
A potpourri of Dolphins.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Packages. I know the next two things I'm giving away. And then we'll go from there. All right, let's go. What else do we have? All right, so right now, just so you know, $30 gets you a Jason Taylor Bowman Topps. Here, let me put it on the bigger screen so you can see it. Okay. Bowman Topps. And another, Zach Thomas. I'm sorry, I said Zach. Did I say Jason Taylor? I meant Zach Thomas. And a Jason Taylor
Living Legends.
$30 gets you both these cards.
There we go. Well, you're going to have to keep me up to date on the admin side of things. You got to get me all these addresses. And if anyone who's winning wants to send me directly to their name from here, we'll work with Steven. I got to bounce, my dude. But this was always fun and always a pleasure doing this on a Friday. I love it.
Yeah, man, this was a lot of fun. I needed to raise some money for the channel today, and looks like we're doing that. So I appreciate your help with that. Maybe we can hit a decent milestone today with some more of these giveaways that I'm going to do here in a minute, and we'll see what it goes for. All right, brother, I appreciate it, man.
I appreciate you always having me on. Fins up, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Fins up. Love you, brother.
Well.
Peace. All right, Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers, right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. We're raising some money for the channel right now. I got some decent stuff in here. Right now, I'm just waiting to see who's $30 gets you a Jason Taylor card, as well as a Zach Thomas with a game-worn patch inside of it from a jersey. It's pretty dope. Pretty dope. And then I got a potpourri of cards, I think. And then I got some really cool stuff that I'm going to give away here, too. Let's raise some money for the channel. Come on. I will, once somebody donates for this Zach Thomas, I will open up the panel and give away the last few cards I have. We will do that. Do that. We shall. Maybe I'll give away one of these. All right, come on. $20. I'll do $20. I won't even do 30. $20. Game used Zach Thomas game worn patch. Come on now. Right here. Let's go. It's pretty cool. Touching the jersey. I like it. Come on, somebody. $20. Let's go. Let's go. All right. I'm going to open up the panel. Let some of you come on, say whatever you want to say. Show the card. Let me change the light on this thing. No, Bowman Tops. Zach Thomas. Andres. Pretty awesome looking, actually. Bowman Sterling is actually what it is. Bowman Sterling. It says Tops on the back of it, though, too. $20 gets you that card, as well as the Jason Taylor card that Jason had. Let's go. Let's go. Anyone? I dropped the link for you guys to get on too. Not that. Move. There we go. Lance says if Tua can't get a 40 burger from the Lions, he sucks. Oh my God. Y'all leave that man alone. Putting all these unexpected expectations on our man. On our man. I want that Cam Wake card. Do I have the Cam Wake card here? I have Christian. All right, all right. So I'll tell you what. We'll pause on the Zach Thomas card here for a second. I have number 72 out of 699. Christian Wilkins rookie card. Number 72 out of 699. Christian Wilkins rookie card from Panini. It is an elite rookie card. It's pretty dope looking. Okay. There we go. Only 699 of them. $20 gets you this card. $20. Cash App, Zach, Jason. Ah, there we go. Okay. Cash App. I don't see it up here. Hold on. I'm looking. All right, Curtis Woods. There we go. Curtis for the all right, so Curtis got the let me write this down. Make sure I get it. All right. I got you, Curtis. Curtis Woods. Zach Thomas and Jason Taylor cards. Jason. All right. All right. Next, we got the Christian Wilkins rookie. Rookie card. Who's getting this? Who's getting this Christian Wilkins rookie card out of $6.99? What's up, Shake Money?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Trying to raise money for the channel, man.
What card is that?
That is Christian Wilkins rookie card, number 72 out of $6.99.
Okay.
$20 gets it.
I was hoping I get the Noah Igbenogany card. You know,
the what that Noah that he had.
Yeah, you know me. I'm a proud member of Noah's Ark.
Hey, I ain't mad at you, man. I ain't mad at you.
Actually, I'm the president.
You're the president of Noah's Ark. I'm not mad at you. I don't have a Noah card. Otherwise, I'd give you one.
Yeah, that's why when people are talking about the tour train is too late to get on, I'm already on a ship, so I don't need to get on the tour train. Even though I never doubted Tua, you know what I mean? I always believed in Tua. But
hey, I'm not mad at you. I'll tell you what. I have a Tua Tagovailoa rookie card. See, it says rookie card at the top right. Can't see.
Mhm.
I'll give this Tua Tagovailoa rookie card. Doesn't have the Dolphins on there at all, but it is a rookie card. It is from Panini. It's an NFL draft card. It's a rookie card for Tua. I'll give this thing away. $50 gets this Tua card. $50 gets this Tua card. Christian Wilkins. $20 for this Christian Wilkins rookie card. I'm giving away a Tua card, a Tua rookie card. Let's go. Let's raise some money for the channel. All right, Rashad.
Go
Rashad.
there.
yeah, hey, do you have any Ross cards? Do you have any Stephen Ross cards?
I don't have any Stephen Ross cards. We got my man from Germany, Franzi. What's up, Franzi?
Good afternoon. How are you?
It's good. Well, it is good afternoon now. It's afternoon, so you're right. What time is it over there in Germany?
6:30.
6:30. It's the evening time over there.
Oh, snap.
Just came home from work.
I love it.
Hello.
I love it.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Rashad.
Oh, okay. My phone's in my pocket. I was just wondering. I was about to say, Von Joe brought up a good topic earlier. I didn't know people were trashing what's the guy? Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson? Well, they should.
Yeah, I guess the Tuaneers were trashing Lamar Jackson. But he also said Lamar Jackson had a good game last night. I disagree with that. I mean, if Tua was trash versus Pittsburgh, what I seen last night from Lamar was a landfill of trash.
A landfill of trash?
A landfill. That's where the trash goes, because I seen 5-yard hitches in the dirt with no pressure. Like, I seen balls thrown out of the back of the end zone over the receiver's head, cutting across. I'm like, at least Tua was hitting the players in the hands, but like these passes aren't coming 3 yards close to the receivers, if we're grading on the same scale. But I guess he said it was 2 touchdowns, so that was better than 2 as 1. So we're going off of stats instead of what we see with our eyes when it comes to other quarterbacks. Is that what we're doing as a fan base?
I mean, I think the fan base wants, like, I feel that there's some of the fan base that just wants them to win so bad that they're willing to do anything or say anything to make their person look right so that they feel better about themselves. And there's the other side of the fan base that feels, well, any side of the fan base is going to say whatever they want just to feel better. And I think there's truth in both, right? I know I kind of said the same thing, right? But the reality of the situation is we have who we have, right? And so we don't have to tear somebody else down to build somebody else up. And we don't have to tear somebody down to say that we need that in order to be a better team. So that's what I think. That's what I think. I don't know. I don't think Lamar's bad.
I don't think he's bad either.
Yeah, Lamar's a good quarterback, but he's not my
performance was probably one of the worst ones I've seen from
my
him.
Quarterback is this guy, Tua
season.
Tagovailoa. And if you want in on this rookie card, I said it was 50. I'll do 40. $40 on this Tua card. $40 on this Tua Tagovailoa rookie card. And Christian Wilkins is still 20. And remember, every $20 increment that you donate, you'll get entered into the Javon Holland autographed jersey. So just know that. Every $20. And That'll be given away at the end of Monday's show. So that's going to be awesome.
My $30 and my $10 bits, do they count as two $20 bits, or
Is it total 40?
yeah?
Yes, I'll give you 2 entries into the Javon Holland autographed jersey giveaway there, bud.
Nice.
I'll take care of you, Franzi.
Thanks.
I'll take care of you, buddy.
Nice.
I want one of them patch. What you call it? The
Patch cards.
The you said you're putting
All
up.
right, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go through these cards right now. Y'all tell me, and all these cards here are $20. Every last one of them. Okay. And the first person to send me, hey, $20, this is the card I want, you'll get it. Okay. I have a Lamar Miller. See, I'm saying Lamar Jackson. Lamar Miller. This was literally signed by Lamar during his rookie year. It wasn't signed by him during his rookie year. It was signed by him in the lobby of Ryan Tannehill's rookie year when they played the Carolina Panthers in the preseason game. And I got him to sign it. So that I literally had Lamar Miller sign that. That is real autographed by him on the card. Lamar Miller rookie card for the Dolphins. So that's pretty cool rookie card. All right. I got a Minkah Fitzpatrick rookie card. Panini. I know we all hate Minkah, but still a cool card. I got a 1984. The sides on this are crisp and clean. Dan Marino Super Bowl card, instant replay. 1984 Super Bowl card. I know we lost that Super Bowl, but it's still a dope looking card. Okay. I know you can probably get some of these cards cheaper, but we're raising money for the channel. Okay. Brian Cox 1991 rookie card. Brian Cox 1991 rookie card. I got an Xavier Howard rookies in stars card. I think this is a second year card. I don't think this is a rookie, but second year cards are worth money too. Xavier Howard, pretty cool card nonetheless. I got a Tim Bowens card. Tim Bowens second year, I think. This is a Tim Bowens second year card. Flipside Fishing. Flipside Fishing wants the Brian Cox card. All right, Brian Cox card off the table. All right, got you. Got that. All right.
Flipside got some bread over there.
Tim Bowens, by the way. Yeah, I already said that.
Sheesh.
And then the last card I have, I think is pretty cool. It's a Raekwon McMillan autographed 37 of 50. Raekwon McMillan autograph card. There we go. Flipside Fishing said he wants the Dan Marino card too. There we go. Let's go, Flipside. I got you, buddy. I got you. All right. Marino card's gone. Brian Cox card is gone.
It's rare draw.
Brian Cox. I see what you did there, bro. I see what you did there. Yeah. So one more time to go through it here. Okay. Because I know these cards are gone now. All right. All right. I got Lamar Miller autographed. Okay. He autographed this in front of me. I got him to autograph this. Lamar Miller rookie card. Minkah Fitzpatrick rookie card. Christian Wilkins rookie card. 72 of 699. All these cards are 20. Tim Bowens rookie. Tim Bowens second year card. Xavier Howard second year card. Tua Tagovailoa is a $40 card. Tua's 40, just so you know. Tua's 40. And a Raekwon McMillan autographed, and it is 37 of 50. Okay. So There we go. And if y'all want some more Dan Marino cards for me to give out, I got more Dan Marino cards. And I'll tell you what I also got too, which I think is really cool. This is a Dan Marino, still in the original wrapper. It's called NFL Collectible 10. Now, I don't know if these have playing cards or coasters or something in them, but they got something in them, okay? And it's a collectible 10 by NFL QB Club, Quarterback Legends and NFL QB Club, all right? It's old school. I bought this at a yard sale. I've seen these things go on eBay for 40 or 50 bucks. I will give this thing away for 30 bucks, okay? 30 bucks. 30 bucks. This tin. It's called, I really don't know what's inside of it, honestly. It says the commemorative tin you have selected is a first edition in its annual holiday series for authentic NFL collectible tins. We hope you prominently display this special tin with pride in your home or office and add to your collection with all future NFL commemorative editions. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know what's inside of it. Raising money for the channel today. Let's go. NFL Spread Kindness Friday. Let's go. Flip side fishing with these two cards here. I'll make sure I set that aside for flip side. Put those in sleeves and stuff for them. Let's go. All right. Does anybody, would anybody be interested in donating for some more Dan Marino cards? Because I got a buttload of Dan Marino cards. Nothing rookie, but some really cool ones. And I know a lot of Dan Marino cards tend to go for $30, $40, $50 on the internet, even non-rookie cards. So got a lot of Dan Marino cards in here.
I'm interested in the Cam Wake rookie card.
Cam Wake rookie card. I don't think I have a Cameron Wake rookie card. Did I say I did?
It before?
Did I say I had a Cameron Wake rookie card? I might did.
Maybe I misunderstood.
No, I think I might have one. Hold on, let me look. I might. I got to go back and look again. I appreciate y'all. I know this is not a normal show today, or at least the end of this. Now we're just raising money for the channel. Dude, I got buttload. I got a 1993 Dan Marino, 1991 Dan Marino, 1998 Dan Marino, 1996 Dan Marino, checklist, 1996 Dan Marino, NFL Pro Set 1990 Dan Marino, 91 Dan Marino, Chris Chambers rookie card. No, second year card from Chris Chambers. Got some good stuff. You said you wanted Cameron Wake.
Of course.
I'm looking.
He's the player who I got in love with football.
I met his parents on a plane ride from Baltimore to Miami a couple of years back when he was still playing for us. They flew on the same flight as me.
Nice.
His mom and dad were nice. They were really nice.
As their son was, or is.
All right, let's see here. Randy McMichael, third-year card. Ricky Williams, first-year Miami card. Dan Marino, 1989 card. 1996. Passer leading, 1995. Brian Hartline card. Keith Jackson card. Jay Fiedler card. Ricky Williams card. I'm looking in the chat. If I say anything and you guys want to see, I'll, put it up there. Raising money for the channel. see what else I got. Ooh, I have an error. Reggie Bush card. Actually, this isn't an error. I guess he did. Did Reggie Bush ever play for the Detroit Lions? Signed by Lions. Yeah, I guess he did. Interesting. All right. Dan Marino, 2017, 1999. Pacific Paramount, 1997. 269.
So Bush played for the Lions in 13 and 14.
Yeah. Jason Taylor, 2008 Dunross. 2008 Dunross Jason Taylor card. Marty Booker. Look at Rashad. Irving Fryer.
Jason Taylor.
Irving Fryer. Why do you want that Jason Taylor one?
Steven, I am broke.
Irving Fryer, Kenyon Drake.
Got a
Josh
14-year-old
Rosen.
milking me for everything.
What else we got? Clyde Gates, rookie. Ronnie Brown. Dan Marino, season passing yard, 1993. Keith Jackson, BJ Cunningham, Mickey Schuler, Brian Hartline, Ricky Williams. There we go. Dan Marino. 1996. This is a cool one. Okay, it's a checklist card, but it's got Dan Marino, Brett Favre, Emmitt Smith, and Barry Sanders all on the card. This is a dope card. It's called the Chase Program. Pinochle, 1996. Steven, donate my money for Rashad. He can have that card. What? Your money? Donate my money for Rashad? What money? The one you made for the card that you won? Trucker Sean? Gotta be more specific or hit me up. Pinochle, Dan Marino card, 1990.
Thank you, brother. But I'm not really a card collector. I used to. Still got a chunk full of Pokemon cards and baseball.
2017. But this is a throwback to Dan Marino at his Pitt days. It's a pretty cool looking card. Jason Taylor card. Jay Fiedler, Rondé Gatson, Brian Hartline, Ricky, and Ricky.
Hartline. Those were the days.
That he put in today.
Didn't you say you had a Devon Best too?
I do have a Devon Best in here somewhere.
Yeah. He went to one of my rival high schools. He graduated the year before.
All right, here we go. I got a Cam Wake card here. I got Stanley Pritchard, Jim Jensen, Deion Sims, OJ McDuffie, 1997 Flair show. Oh, this is a really cool looking card. I want to say, if I remember, this card was going for like $25-$30 on eBay. I could be wrong about that, but I'm positive. Like this is a really cool looking card. 1997. But it's got his face on there. It's a really nice looking Dan Marino card. Dan Marino, Devon Best. All right. Cameron Wake. $20 gets you the card, Franzi. Second year card.
Second team. I
put
don't have
it
any
aside.
clue about trading cards, so these three today were my first three.
Well, now you're getting into the card game. Dolphins for every set. Everybody drop 1,000. Yeah, I wish. Your mouth to God's ears. All right. 3 more things I'm going through, and then I'm gonna do one last thing, and then I'll get out of here for the day. Dan Marino, John Offerdale card, John Avery card, Raekwon McMillan rookie, Cordier Tankersley rookie, JB Brown, Hugh Green, Michael Ignew, and Ronnie Brown rookie card. Offerdahl, not Dale. Offerdahl. My bad. I knew that. Dan Marino, Jason Taylor, Dan Marino, Kenyon Drake,
How many Dan Marino cards you got?
Irving Fryer. I love Dan Marino. He's my favorite player. Chris Chambers.
That's nothing bad about it.
Chris
It
Chambers.
sounds like half of your cards are Dan
All
Marino
right.
cards.
Here's a cool card. Larry Zonka. It's a 1990, but it's a throwback to his Super Bowl. It's a Super Bowl Larry Zonka card from the official NFL card, Super Bowl Supermen NFL Pro Set. Larry Zonka card. I'll put this to the side. That's a dope card. Chris Chambers, another Dan Marino card. Last one, ladies and gentlemen. Last one. Dan Marino. Marco Coleman. Oh, man, this is a beautiful card. Okay. Miami Dolphins card, but it's got Ronnie Brown in the orange jersey. Cool looking card. Cool looking card. Jake Long rookie, Sammy Smith, Dan Marino, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, OJ McDuffie, and a very interesting Dan Marino card. Says, think about it. School's the ticket. A better life begins in the classroom. 1991. This is a very unique, very interesting Dan Marino card. I'm going to throw this to the side as well. And the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar one. Why not? There we go. All right. Here we go. These are the cards that I think are worth a little bit, and everything here is $20 except this first card. Tua Tagovailoa, $40. Okay. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Dan Marino. Think about it. School's the ticket. Very unique card. Larry Zonka. It's a 1990, but it's from the Super Bowl run. It's a really cool looking card. Very unique. Cameron Wake, Dan Marino. Very unique looking card. Raekwon McMillan autographed. Huh?
I think I'm gonna pass on that white card. So
Xavier Howard, second year.
have to save a bit for my
Tim
championship.
Bowens. Christian Wilkins, Minka Fitzpatrick, and Lamar Miller. And I have a Dan Marino. It's a collector's item. It's still in the original wrapper. It's from 1990 or 91, something like that. The commemorative tin you have selected is a first. It's a commemorative tin. There's something inside of it. I don't know if it's playing cards, coasters, whatever. $30. I will send this to you. It's pretty dope looking. I don't know what's really inside of it. It's never been opened. It's got the original barcode and everything. Like it's in the original packaging. Okay. Pretty dope looking. Okay. So, Dan Marino collectible tin from the NFL QB Club and the NFL QB Legends. It's a commemorative edition. All right. That's it. Give y'all a couple of minutes. See if y'all donate anything else. I'd love for y'all to donate. And I will tell you this, anybody who donates $20 or more, I'll give you a free entry. You remember, anybody who donates the 20, you'll get the card. Plus, you'll get an entry into the Javon Holland autographed jersey giveaway on Monday. And anybody who donates between now, 12:59, and whenever we end the show here in a couple of minutes, we will go ahead and do a you'll get a free entry. A free entry, an extra entry into the jersey giveaway on Monday. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, I saw some people. My cards aren't worth anything. It's not that they're not worth anything, man. It's just I'm trying to raise money for the channel. Trying to get the channel to grow, my man. If you want to come in and do final thought of the day, give me a score prediction for the day. I'll take that as well. Subscribe, like, share, donate, help the channel grow. 13 Dolph 72. Quit scamming. You can get. I don't ever do card giveaways. I don't know. You know. You get the card, plus you get an entry into the Javon Holland autographed jersey giveaway. I think it's a good deal. And you get to help the channel grow. It's not a scam. If you think it is, change the channel.
I think most people who donated saw it as a tip for you, so there's nothing scammy about it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. To get on, you can get on here at the top. It's got the link. Give me a score prediction before we get out of here for the day and final thought. What's your score prediction, Franzi, for this weekend?
I didn't even think about it yet, so I think it will be 6-point win by Dolphins. So
6 points, that's it?
Yeah, so we don't do high runs the Patriots game apart this year, so I think it will be many defense domination on both sides. So
yeah,
something like 26-20.
26-20. Okay, I'm not mad. A win is a win. I'd like to see a higher scoring game and less points scored for them. That's right. All right, Franzi, I love you, brother. I appreciate you coming on today. Thank you for donating. We'll get those cards sent out to you. And maybe if I can send this Cameron Wake over to him, if anybody doesn't pay for it, I'll send it over to Jason and have him send this out to you. I'll mail this out to Jason. Give you this Cameron Wake card, man. I appreciate the love, man. I'll send this over to Jason before he sends it out.
Thank you very much.
No problem, brother. No. All right, man. I love you, bro. Be good, man.
You too. See you next week.
See you next week. All right. Anybody else want to come on and do final thought of the day and give your score prediction? 386 Finn says 31-28. Okay. T. Christopher Carter, 31-17. Running game will shine. Edmonds will have a redemption game. Not bad. Roach says call the Jaguars and get a trade for their Josh Allen. He's a good Josh Allen. He's not that Josh Allen, but I do like that Josh Allen of Jacksonville. Good player. $23.16 Scar 305. Remember, any donations of $20 or more, you get your choice of any card you want. I'll send you out a card, and you will get an entry into. Let's get 3 more $20 donations, guys. 3 more, and you get an entry into the Javon Holland autographed jersey giveaway. Come on, you get 2 entries into it, not just one. You'll get 2. You give your 20 usually gets you 1. I'll give you a free entry. 2 for the price of 1 plus a card. Any card of your choosing, I'll send it out to you. Come on now. Come on, Lee. Let's see. Miami wins 34-10, Mudbone. I ain't mad at that. I'm not mad at it. All right. It's the end of the show today. I appreciate y'all sticking with me for the end of the show. I'm exhausted, honestly.
I know the whole city right. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been trained to go. Fins for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro.
What are we gonna see here?
Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time.
Come on, let's get one more $20 donation. Just one. One more $20 donation to end the show today.
He knowing when to go with fit, so we knowing when to switch. This year we got the golden pick. Time to see what that pick about. Bad vibes get sent out. Only fans up in this house. We've been waiting, yeah, we've been patient. Now it's time to cash out, no discount. Super Bowl, yeah, we in rock.
Guys, we're less than 400 people away from 10,000 subscribers.
You should know the ride. They say tour from that rock. Shout out to Samoa and Islands. Time to lay the smack down. You think he Dwayne Johnson?
Hit the like button.
Hit them with the people's elbows. Stick together like it's Velcro. You think you could stop us? Hell no. All day I dream about sports. I think I need some shadows. Custom with some Dolphins colors. Just to let them know we here. Yeah. I know the whole city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been
Hope y'all enjoyed it today.
for life, we throw the foe.
I'm going to play a couple more songs. We'll see if we can get the last donation, 2 or 3, in here. Remember, you get a card of your choosing, 2 entries into the Javon Holland giveaway, and you get to donate to the channel and help the channel grow. Let's go.
To a time. Really hope he the man. Hope we found us a gem. Like the Heat found Bam. Wanna take time to thank Fitz, cause he put on the show. But the young man up in the whole city know. Time to catch all the blessings. Cash out on the investment. Ball out, don't choke. Fins want all the smoke. Chris Gregg gave hope. Coach flow like spoke. Dan Marino still a GOAT. But to a man on go. Watch to a man throw. Watch to a man scope. Watch to a man issues that we never ever seen before. Fans up, let's win. Boy, I'm ready for a ring. Maybe 3, 4, 5, 6. It's damn week, use 10.
I know the whole city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been trained to go. Fins for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time.
So low, so low, so low, deep. So low, so low, so low, deep.
Donate to the channel, guys. Come on, let's get it up. Let's go. Let's go.
So low,
So low, so low, deep.
Hey, Hard Rock Stadium, everybody go get your grills, man. DOLPHIN. 60 minutes in the game, we be playing to the end, and we COOK cooking buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. DOLPHIN. 60 minutes in the game, we be playing to the end, and we COOK cooking buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Fresh up off the wind, we was down but made it back. Purple smoke up in the air, that's that Raven pack. We was mad, disappointed in the first half. Came back and cleaned them up, that's a bird bath. Moving on now, team feeling strong now. To a time the anthem, we're about to learn the song now. We got cheetah, defense beater. Slow them down, they got a chance. 17 through the scene, hit them with that water dance. Anyway, defense straight, got our stock piling. We gon' dig a big hole for him and Josh Allen. We'll celebrate this week, but Sunday we are not smiling. Get your grills and make them hot. Flame them like that yellow light. DOLPHIN. 60 minutes in the game, we be playing to the end, and we COOK cooking buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. DOLPHIN. 60 minutes in the game, we be playing to the end, and we COOK cooking buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Let's go. Cooking buffalo.
Hey, man, McDaniels, he's gonna need a wheelbarrow, man, for his nuts to carry around, man. He got a lot of cojones, you know what I'm saying?
Cocajones. Guys, I hope you all enjoyed the show today. It was a lot of fun. Thank you for sitting here and joining with me. If you guys want to donate to the channel, let me know. Hit me up on PayPal, Cash App, and we'll get you going here. We appreciate all donations that were made today. We had a pretty good day today in donations. We can't grow without your help. Hit the like button, donate, share, everything. I appreciate y'all. Monday morning, Clock Blockers. I will try to start being on time a little bit better. This week was rough. I'm still trying to recover from the last few weeks of just traveling everywhere, but I plan on sleeping this weekend. So I love you guys. You guys are the best. I will see y'all not bright and early. I'll see y'all on Monday, on Victory Monday, right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. I'm going to play it one more time. Peace and hair grease.
So low.
Love y'all.
So low.
Time to cook. DOLPHIN. 60 minutes in the game, we be playing to the end, and we COOK cooking buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. DOLPHIN. 60 minutes in the game, we be playing to the end, and we COOK cooking buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Fresh up off the wind, we was down but made it back. Purple smoke up in the air, that's that Raven pack. We was mad, disappointed in the first half. Came back and cleaned them up, that's a bird bath. Moving on now, team feeling strong now. To a time the anthem, we're about to learn the song now. We got cheetah, defense beater. Slow them down, they got a chance. 17 through the scene, hit them with that water dance. Anyway, defense straight, got our stock piling. We gon' dig a big hole for him and Josh Allen. We'll celebrate this week, but Sunday we are not smiling. Get your grills and make them hot. Flame them like that yellow light. DOLPHIN. 60 minutes in the game, we be playing to the end, and we COOK cooking buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. DOLPHIN. 60 minutes in the game, we be playing to the end, and we COOK cooking buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Let's go. Cooking buffalo.
Hey, man, McDaniels, he's gonna need a wheelbarrow, man, for his nuts to carry around, man. He got a lot of cojones, you know what I'm saying?